around, don't get caught in the mosh pit. Fuel to the fire, ain't nobody can stop it. Trouble in my city, but you know I'm across it. Got a 40 on my hip and I'm liable to spark it. Throw down these hits, my click is indivisible. I aim, you duck, I squeeze, now you invisible. I'm not afraid of getting physical. All these different chemicals are fogging up my visuals. Bloods on my hands, got slugs on my gunners. Yo, we notorious, we ain't no runners. Bloods on my hands, got slugs on my gunners. Yo, we some warriors, they ain't called gunners. Bloods on my hands, got slugs on my gunners. Bloods on my hands, got slugs on my gunners. Put on my strap, put on the beat, put on the map, put on my team. Take out every motherfucker in between. Know what I mean? Better myself, better my aim, better my rep, better my name. Killing rappers on my hang, I'm by their chains for the fame. Never thought I would it, now I'm running this. You don't wanna follow me, now I'm in front of this. I'm in the jungle with the truth, trying to get it what it does. Battling and I ain't never lose. We some motherfucking warriors.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Are we gonna do... Anyone want to do 3? Okay. How is everybody doing? Welcome back. Sorry, I had to look at a Discord message. Dude, it was on my guild Discord, right? So, my guild, ever since we killed Ajara, like, it's been pretty dead quiet. Since we don't have anything to raid, right? We don't have anything to do. Ajara is dead. We don't have to go back there for this whole week. We're locked out. We can't even do the other bosses. I think everybody else has been taking like a break. Dude, I'm afraid next week, the Tuesday reset, I feel like we're going to come back and then the guild is going to be dead. Because I have no idea what happened to people. Last time I've seen anybody from my guild was this week, but it was earlier in the week. Right now it's Saturday, so I think we did some alt keys for Wednesday. And I think Wednesday, all day, I did basically just a bunch of keys on my alts. Or maybe it's Thursday. Either way, one of those days. Yeah, that's the last time I've seen them, so I have no idea. I know that some people are thinking of going to different guilds, so I don't even. At this point, I'm just like, my hands are up in the air. I'm just like, I don't even know what's gonna happen. The 9th RFA reward is so awesome. Wait, did you get yourself somebody with RAF, or did you just open like a second account to just get the rewards? Dude, I've already seen people on Reddit with a full like get up, full attire, backpacks and everything. I'm just like, I guess you could just get it now if you end up paying for someone else's 12 months. I don't know how I feel about it, dude. I know a lot of people were kind of not sure about the whole what is it, the whole RAF stuff, but maybe they're warmed up to it now. How everybody doing though? Welcome back to another one, boys. I woke up at 8 in the morning today, realized the trash guys, since I'm moving soon, weren't actually coming this morning, so felt awful waking up this early. Like on a Saturday too, right? Like throughout the weekday, maybe, but it's like I just go to bed so late. So then I woke up at 8 a.m., got up, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go get inspection for my car, since, you know, I gotta make sure that the driveway is cleared so they can put the thing down. They never came. And then I realized that they're coming in Monday. And I was like, he's serious. So then I went straight up back to bed, dude, and I laid in bed until like 1 in the afternoon. I've been fucking useless all day, dude. I'm actually even trying to get to my character that I'm doing for duels, and I literally just came off of Dalaran server, which is where that character hangs out at. So I'm extra fucking useless today, man. What the hell is going on? I had a rough morning, dude. This is gonna be a slow one. How's it going, Lucas? We got ourselves Diamond. We got ourselves Yes Sir. Luke on board. How's it going, boys? Hope y'all have a good one. What's up, Ice? How you doing, man? Quinn, Des, how Mustachio, Professor? How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's having a goddamn great afternoon, boys. Welcome back, welcome back. Boris already with the group. Alrighty, full group horde. All right, we need the second group. Who's got the second one? Let's get this bread. I haven't heard that phrase in a while. I can on Warrior. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's even more spoiler stuff coming out for future WoW expansion stuff. Let me show you this. Apparently, this is like a spoiler thing or whatever. I don't know if it's real, probably fake, but this got put up on the internet. Mystery shirt, Shadowlands logo shirt with what looks like a Lich King full of skulls, blue eyes, but molten like Bolvar himself with a skull and a mace. I was gonna do a video talking about it, you know, massive block of eyes. Obviously, you know, the throne. If they actually are bringing back Lich King as Bolvar, that'd be weird. Mystery print. Wow, Shadowlands fine art print. That's all. That's the only bit of screenshot there is, and nobody's like, okay, I know exactly where that's from. No, people just cropped it and that's it. Which I feel like is 100% fake. I feel like this is so just well put together to look like a shirt thing, but it's 100% fake, by the way. 100%. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Make an Allegor, perfect Seabark. Beautiful. Seems legit. Can we trust the internet? Yes, we can. It's a Photoshop? I think so. Like, I feel like it's... I haven't even looked into like the details to see if it's like legit looking or not. I mean, I guess it's like it's... Could it look real? Could. But the thing is, they probably made it look real as best as they could. Gonna start playing for LPVP. Any tips for beginner noob? Maintain your bleeds. Crucible Flame is your best friend. That's about all I can think of. That's about all I got. I got another for you, my man. What's up, Valor? How you doing, my man? I hope you're having a good 5 alley. Alright, we're not wasting any time. We're gonna get Boris and Seavark in here. Seavark and Boris 5. Invite spectator mode, ready. Camera, lights, action. And we got us those Blades Edge. I feel like we just for the last 2 weeks, we've started with Blades Edge Arena on US and AU. Like a couple times now. So this has been kind of an ongoing thing starting on this arena. I have no idea why. But just notice. Switch. Hopefully Team Red gets enough people. We got ourselves Black Stabbath. Well, we got like Team Rogues on Team Blue. Black Stabbath. He got the watermelon gear. Dude, he actually has this. Okay, so there's a WAD gear. He's wearing all WAD. And the shoulders and the chest and the gloves. Those are druid pieces, but there's two types. There's the green, and then there's the orange. The green makes it like a watermelon, so he's got that nasty watermelon color. Nasty. It's a honeydee, dude. He's got honeydee shoulders. We also got Demonic in here with Mr. Pandaria Calaxi said. What is it? We got Petra as a Pharaoh. We got P Blood and Vextech on Team Blue. On Team Red, actually, we got Alliance with Seabar Kazoo. We got ourselves Peachy as well. Rose X. Oh, did you really switch your name yet again? You were Holly, now Rose, and we got Zeeks in here as well. What's up, Zeeks? How's it going, my man? Looks like it is going to be Peachy going up first. As for everybody, unless you're going first, be out of stealth. Warrior buffs, priest buffs, mage buffs are okay. Druids be out of form unless you are dueling. Druids be out of cat form, out of anything unless you are dueling. Pallets, keep your buffs to yourselves, and that's going to be our first duel here with the opener. On to Peachy by Pedro. Pedro already trying to get himself a big setup of bleeds. Established rip. But it's going to be a turnaround by Peachy with a bastard to Pedro. Popping in Thorns, so that's going to be Thorns for Thorns. Big bite onto Peachy, who's going to play this a little bit defensively here. Trying to gain some mobility away from Pedro. Getting hit with a root and breaking out of it immediately. And it's going to be a rake right now as Pedro is going offensive here. And Peachy is going to turn around damage onto Pedro with a Incarnate. That's going to be wall for Pedro, wall for Peachy. And Peachy is just trying to get ahead of Pedro, sacrificing the both charges of that Crucible, which Pedro is going to wall right now. Peachy still got cooldowns rolling, though. Pedro is now rolling his own cooldowns, whether it is Incarnation, whether it is Berserk. So that's going to be a lot of pressure for him. Bash to the Peachy, trick inside of it immediately. Still trying to make sure that they are good and reset. Pedro is staying ahead of the competition, going for regrowth. As soon as he's Peachy trying to get away, getting the reopener onto Peachy. Even though both of the Pharaohs are bled up, full of dots, and Peachy is starting to take quite a gnarly amount of damage. Thorns coming out for Peachy. Could be Thorns out of Pedro as well. Using that Crucible out far, and an actual procking out Safety Chicken for Peachy, which is quite good for Pedro. Popping in a bear form with Thorns of his own. Peachy is going to go into bear form. Procking out Safety Chicken for Pedro. They're tit for tat right now. It really could be anyone's duel. Trying to catch a restuff. Going to be a restuff onto Pedro. That's going to be Peachy catching himself quite a bit of bleeds, refreshing that rake bleed, and getting himself a good setup onto Pedro to be able to get away. Did not capitalize on damage from there. Decided to bail out, and Pedro went for a full heal from there. But that's going to be Pedro with barely any health left. At 50%, ticking down to bleeds, is using Crucible to self-heal, and Peachy is going to reopen on him. Bash to Peachy, no chicken available. This is where Pedro needs to find a way to turn around. That's going to be a bleed damage. He needs to get those bites in it. He needs to start stabilizing his health with a bash to follow. Going to be heavily DR'd, so it's not going to keep him in CC for long at all. Pedro is continuing to swipe over and over. Thorns for Thorns coming out for both of them. Bite onto Peachy. That's going to be Crucible to follow him up right after. Getting the regrowth, and Peachy is going to try to go for regrowth themselves. Does not finish that regrowth, actually. Stopped it, trying not to get Skull Bash. Double Crucible onto Pedro. Quite a big amount of dot damage coming out from Pedro with double Crucible, which is going to do quite a lot of damage right now. And Peachy again is just trying to get himself more bleeds, trying to continue the pressure as Pedro is super low, hitting him with a root. Pedro is going to power shift out of it, back into cat from big bite into Pedro. Not looking that healthy. Peachy is still looking to get away now and looking to maybe close out the duel, finish the sound. Swiftman coming in for Pedro. Peachy is still on the assault. Pedro nabbing the bash onto Peachy. Big bite coming out to follow. Maybe now he can turn it around. Wall available for Pedro, using it a little bit early. Peachy following up with a wall of their own. Chickens are coming back for both of the Pharaohs, and both of them are going to have renewal up very, very soon. So it's going to be really coming down to the wire. But both of these two have been going for a very heal-heavy playstyle, letting the bleeds do most of the work. Peachy is now on the back foot with the health, trying to stay mobile, is able to stay mobile compared to Pedro. Catching the regrowth, but it's not enough. Does have what looks like maybe rejuve as well. Needs to make sure all the hots there. Has Thorns, but is still in a pretty bad position right now. Does he have a way to return damage on Pedro? Forcing a trick on Pedro, but he is now on the offensive. He doesn't have to worry about stuns. Getting reopened yet again. Peachy gonna go for cooldowns even more. Using root in order to stop Pedro in his place for a little bit. I would have went for more self-heal, using that Crucible for a self-heal as well. If Pedro has enough damage here, he might be able to still maintain that advantage as he had so far over Peachy. Thorns are up for Pedro. Peachy is waiting for his thorns for now. Peachy still is holding on to Trinket, so at least he won't be able to get locked down. Does not get a Skull Bash onto that regrowth. That probably would have been the game ender, and Peachy still has thorns if they want to use it. So they're gonna wait until Pedro gets super hyper offensive. Pedro got cooldowns rolling. This would be the perfect time to use Thorns. Bear form, Thorns popping back into cat form, looking to maybe close out the game. Pedro get himself quite a bit of self-heal. Cannot get super offensive as he's just gonna damage himself through the Thorns. Crucible coming out for Peachy. Pedro immediately going to go for that regrowth 5 minutes in, boys. And we've just been watching two feral duels dueling one another, trying to min-max the damage planes as safe as they could. I haven't seen a single one of them just commit damage. They're trying to play as safe as they can. Peachy continues to go for roots. Peachy continues to try to get roots into Pedro, forcing him to spend globals into shifting out our forms, getting reopened by Pedro. They're forcing out that Trinket. Using that Crucible offensive. It might be enough health right here. Getting a safety Trinket. Pedro should be getting a safety Trinket very, very soon as well. If he can hold down for a little bit longer, he might have the safety Trinket to continue pressuring Peachy, who might just have to go for regrowths back to back. That's going to be Peachy trying to see if he can catch a restealth. Not going to happen. Pedro getting that restealth on him. Thorns are up and running. Peachy, wall is available. Is he going to go try for the kill? Both of them bear for bats onto Pedro, but Peachy goes down to the dots. Oh my god. For 5 minutes, Ferals have been tossing in, and Pedro should be getting his safety Trinket very, very soon. That's going to be a stun by Kazoo. Doesn't want to allow Pedro an opportunity here. He's going to clap him out immediately, and with Vex stuck next. At least you guys are not going to see Ferals just continue to run against one another. Yeah. That was so good, dude. That was such a back and forth. They're so evenly matched. They're so evenly matched. The only difference is Peachy went for roots. I don't know if he really needed to do that as much. Probably could have just pressured him just through damage alone. But I guess maybe he might change his playstyle the next time they have a reduel. Kazoo dropping quite low actually versus Vexstick. Is going to be dropping out Darkness Stun onto Vexstick. Is going to go for a Cyclotronic. Vexstick getting in there, trying to see if he can interrupt it. Actually, with a Maledict on a Kazoo, suppressing a lot of his heals that he may be able to put out. Kazoo doesn't have a lot of healing. Under Red Trick and up rocket for him. Going for the Crucible self. Oh my god! Where was all that Demon Hunter healing? I don't understand. But he does go down, and another Feral joins the fight. Seabird getting in there, trying to ramp up the damage with the bleeds onto Vextech while he's low. Forcing to chicken out of Seabird with a Hodge. That's going to be Thorns by the Feral. Vextech has a bubble. Is he going to just stay offensive with a bubble? Looks like he just might be. He might just want to punish Seabird for standing next to him. Does have regenerating, so he doesn't have to worry about the self-heal. He doesn't have to sit there and cast Flash of Lights. He has a guaranteed way to self-heal, being a Zandalari. That's going to be a reopener by Seabark as he catches himself a restyle. Still, that's Wings for Vextech. Wings do finally dissipate. Wall coming out for Seabark. If Vextech can survive long enough to maybe get a Blessing of Protection or even Shield of Vengeance, he might be able to turn around and Seabark is actually going to get a stun on him. No Wings available for Vextech. Seabark does not have a wall, however, here. Didn't get to pre-wall this or anything. Does have one more charge of wall if needed. Is going to go for some offensive cooldowns. I think went for a little bit of a leap. Hopefully he still is holding on to his Skull Bash. Vextech does have Shield of Vengeance. Could get a pretty big pop onto Seabark. It looks like the shield did pop, getting Seabark quite low, but he's not quite out of the fight. Yeah, it's still hovering super low in health. Next Hammer of Justice is going to be the end of it. Next set of Wings could be the end of it. Stun into Vextech. He does Blessing of Protection out of there. Does he have enough here? Does he have a Hodge available? Could he maybe mount up with a Hand of Freedom and Hodge up Seabark? Seabark trying to recover. Spam and regrows back to back. He's going to find himself a restall off of this, and looks like both of these two are going to go for a bit of a reset. Seabark not coming out into stealth immediately. He's just kind of letting Vextech know exactly where he's at. Vextech was free to just cast a bunch of flashlights to recover. I think Seabark wants to recover to full. Should have gone to stealth, making Vextech a little bit antsy, making him run around all over the place a little bit early. Might have stopped that extra flash of light, or at least got him moving. Might have been a better position. I'm just thinking for rogue style. That's going to be Stun to Seabark with Thorns, and Wall. So Vextech actually got quite a lot of CDs out of that single Hammer of Justice. And Seabark is trying to predict the stun. So for Vextech, this is going to be quite bad in terms of trying to get a kill, trying to line it up. Has to live longer. Needs to wait for that now. The Shield of Vengeance, which is going to be available in just 14 seconds. Safety check coming out. Seabark did get hit with a Mallet. Does burn through all that Maledict necrotic stacks by healing through it. Just trucking on through. And Vextech, if he has another Hammer of Justice, Seabark is going to have a trinket for it. So Seabark is actually quite in a good position. The only thing Vextech has is a Shield of Vengeance. Seabark is coming back on a wall in just a little bit. He's going to get a leap in. Wall not available in 10 seconds. Maybe the stuns might give him enough time in order to get it up. It's going to be Thorns up and running. Vextech is going to get a slow to Seabark. He's power shift out of it. He's going to mount up after him. Hand of Freedom, mount available. Is not going to be able to get that Shield of Vengeance to pop next to Seabark. So for Vexic, all he has right now is maybe might be able to do enough damage in wings. Might be able to pop wings and just heal himself while coming out early for Seabark. Vexic decided, you know what, I am going to pop my wings, get a Hammer of Justice onto Seabark, trigger out of it immediately. Vexic, not looking that healthy. And down he goes immediately as soon as Vexic goes down. Demonic landing the Garrote onto Seabark. He does go for a double stun on Demonic with a Root Cyclone to follow. No, Cloak of Shadows getting forced out of the Rogue with a stun onto Seabark. No kidding, the shot available, but that was a short stun, however. Reduced with the diminished returns from the Hammer of Justice from the Paladin. Seabark tried to do, I don't even know what he can do anything. He's just blinded, man. Super low in health. Demonic is looking to get himself a very, very clean, very safe kill here. Demonic, it is your game to lose right now. This is your duel to lose. Garrote to Seabark, letting him actually leap away. Shadow Step, get a shot. There's nothing Seabark can do from there. Yep, that was Demonic's game to lose. Almost dropped the ball, but thank God Shadow Step was there to help. Imagine if he didn't have a Shadow Step. That would have been actually escape. That's going to be a vanish against Rose XO. Actually named himself Holly XO the other day. Just a week ago. Not changes to Rose XO. Pretty sure Holly wouldn't be happy about that. That's going to be getting a shot onto Rose. That's actually Ellen Dilly, by the way. Ellen Dilly, Versace, MV, by the way, or whatever the guy. He changes his name like every week or something. I have no idea what that is about. Otherwise known as Quinrad, if you guys remember his OG name. That's going to be wings right now for Rose with a Hydra Demonic. Same chicken procking out. Evasion is up, but that's going to be a Crucible to follow up from there to get even more damage out. Landing a stun onto Rose. I believe that was a human Rachel to break him out of a stun, because it didn't seem like the shortest stun in the world. Demonic tried desperately to catch himself a reset. No vanish available. Actually, he is going to be able to catch a reset as Rose almost had to land aside for a judgment in there. Almost landed that judgment. Demonic needs to be very, very careful about where he's at and where he's going. Rose is trying to scout the corners. He's sitting here, rotating his camera, looking for any movement, looking for anything weird. He knows the Rogue is nearby, and he's going to hit him with a judgment. Demoniac wasn't prepared for that one. Should have been a little bit more aware. That's going to be under check and proc for Rose, but he's actually at full health. Stunned onto Rose just for Demonic to maybe catch a reset. That's going to be slow poison onto Rose. It's going to cleanse those poisons. Might be enough to catch up. Actually, he got re-poisoned right after. And a hand of freedom burn just to make sure the poisons do not slow him. Hydra on Demoniac, and down he goes. Two more Rogues left. We got ourselves Black Sabbath next. Is he playing out a SAS Rogue? Is he playing out Sub Rogue? I guess we'll find out in a bit. 40% dampening, however, is going to make it easier for these Rogues to deal with the Paladin. The healing that the Paladin is going to have are going to be lesser and lesser, so it's really going to come down to these cooldowns. So if these Rogues are able to get CDs out of the Paladin, put some serious pressure, double Crucible coming out for Black Sabbath. That's going to be under our chicken proc for Rose XO. Wings are up and running. Black Sabbath is going to pop an evasion right now. Same chicken actually getting proc for him. Cloak of Shadows to follow. Actually, just continue to truck damage into Rose. That's going to be getting shot, but his Shield of Vengeance does come down. Does he get a pre-feint for this one? That shield is going to pop, but he does vanish out of it immediately, and Rose is going to be allowed to at least get himself a little bit of heals. The dots, however, are ticking down on him. Not going to be able to sap him, and that Shield of Vengeance might actually pop the Rogue out. No, Rose does move out of the way. If Rose just stayed where they were, that shield could have just puffed out, and the Rogue would have actually been found out with a Shield of Vengeance. Black Sabbath is sneaking up onto Rose, deciding, you know what? Maybe I want to play it back with an eye. Shadow stepping at Rose does get him out of stealth. Garrote getting shot. Vendetta coming out. That's going to be a blessing of protection for Black Sabbath. Is he going to land the Shadow Step? Not going to be able to get the Shadow Step. Rose actually stopped in place, expecting the Rogue to Shadow Step, and is just trying to see if he can juke himself out. Or he get caught in the corner blind onto Rose. Not going to be a trinket out of the Paladin. It isn't. And Black Sabbath is looking to prolong this game a little bit longer. Both of the eyes are down. So maybe, no, they actually, another eye on the other side of the team, side of the arena is back up. So for Black Sabbath, it's going to really be all up to his hiding skills. Rose is going to just use the camera to pivot around the place, try not to give away where he's going to go. So he can like go one direction, put his camera in the other, trying to see if he can get the Rogue out, does bait him out. And Black Sabbath again, try to catch a reset, better not be caught in those corners. That's going to be a Harsh coming out, nothing you can do about it, and down he goes. Rose is going to be going up versus P-Blood next. Are you playing sub? You got that? You are playing sub. Okay, Cold Blood coming out. So for Rose, sub Rogue, I mean, he did pretty okay with Assassination Rogue so far. What was sub rogue? Oh, that's gonna be everything. Maybe a bubble could be forced out of the paladin. Does get out of that stun immediately. Human racial coming down. That's gonna be shield of vengeance. Popping away from P Blood is actually continuing to shadow strike at Rose. That's taking a lot of damage. Evasion coming out. Rose is gonna dip down and get himself a bit of a heal while after getting a slow onto the rogue. And P Blood is not going to chase after him, trying to actually get away. Slow down completely, get a shot out to Rose. Cyclotronic trying to come out. Hodge comes in. No trinket, actually does trinket. Super late vanish after, but the rogue has nothing left. He actually used everything, and all Rose did is pop to human racial to get out of the stuns and got himself a shield of vengeance. That's it. That's all it took for the guy. Alright, I don't know how P Blood how he come back from here. He's kind of, I mean, he's got a cold blood coming back. He got charges for shadow dance. Does he have 2 of them, or does he have 2 charges of shadow dance? It says he has 2. Is he playing for 3 charges shadow dance? Is he build even all about damage? Is he going for more a shadow strike spam build? Oh, that's gonna be Rose getting him out though with another set of eyes. I'm guessing, yeah. I missed that. But he's just trying to get whatever damage he can at P Blood from a distance. Does he actually have 3 charges? He does have 3 charges of Shadow Dance. Really? Envelop in Shadows is the play now? I did not think of that. Hodge of the P Blood. He's trying to do whatever he can, but he's kind of out of options. Get a shot. It's going to be a bubble, and Rose is going to take him out. Oh my god. Literally ran relentless too. I didn't know that. I was thinking he maybe ran normal trinket, but literally human racial. 3 minute... what is it? 3 minute trinket from a stun? So you use that trinket, human racial like 3 times, I think? Maybe? Is it 3 minutes? Is it 2 minutes? I think it's 3 minutes, isn't it? 2 minutes and a half? Either way, dude. Paladins, man. Start from a mage? Alright, sounds good. If you guys want to keep the same people, we're just going to get another queue. Or if you guys want to take a second to get some new people. Nando, my man! I saw you in chat earlier. You want to pop in? Get yourself a group? Make a team. Sparticle, I saw you in here. See, you want to make a group? Is it an A? It is an A, boys. It is an A. If you guys want to join in or make a group, that's how you do it. Player versus player, premier group, custom PvP. Click find group 5. Enter in the custom search in order to find a 5v5 1v1 group. However, if you don't see one on US, NA, Alliance, or Horde, you can make one yourself. Go to start group. Call it something like 5v5 1v1 Duels Dalaran. If I can spell my own name right. List group. Get 4 people in your group. That makes 5 people in a team. Add me on Reality, and we'll get you guys queuing. Look at Chill Pills, dude. He's trying to join in. He's trying to get in a group, man. He's trying to get some shit done. 5 ready. Beautiful. I'm going to close that group if somebody else on the line supposed to. Alrighty, Seavark. Got 1 new person to swap. The rest the same. Boris, Seavark, let me know if you're ready. First person to let me know, we'll get to verse Nando. How does that sound, my guy? Yeah, you guys are more than welcome to join in, boys. Proper team disqualified because Demoniac cheated. He should be banned from playing again. What did Demoniac do? Did he do something? What did he do? He opened up on Seawark with a Garrote? Or what did he do? Because their team lost. I don't really know what he did. If there was something that he did where he cheated, I didn't see it. I don't know if they got any inherent advantage there. Their team lost. My UI is freaking out, by the way. You see this? You see the map? There's just something about the UI that's freaking out for me. It's just this character, too. I think it's because I use this character for spectator duels, man. How to cheat? No proof? Lucas, if you're going to say someone cheated, you better bring some proof, my guy. I don't even know what you mean. What do you do? What I do? I'm cheating. What? I don't think he did anything either, man. He started outside the area, but they still lost. It doesn't really matter. He started outside the beginning area? Like what? Because he shadow stepped to Seabark, right? Okay, so Ellen Dilly, who's the paladin who just played, he says that Demoniac started outside of the starting area. You know the little box where you start before the gates open? Like people are supposed to stay in there. So he says he started outside of that area. The guy shadow stepped to Seabark, the druid. Seabark was on the enemy team ramp. From there, a rogue can easily shadow step and open up with a garrote if you want to. Would it have made any difference where he started? If you were to, just forget where he was, where he actually was, place him back into that room. Is that enough distance to shadow step? The answer is yes. I don't think it makes that much of a difference. But yeah, try guys to start at the beginning of the arena. He paired in druid, split second, druid was duel over that shadow step. It looked like he shadow stepped. Did he just walk up to the guy? I'm pretty sure he shadow stepped. Did he not? Wait a second. No, 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 no. We could actually go look. Tail of the tape. Tail of the tape, boys. Tail of the tape. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, muted. Alright, we can actually see it. Hold on. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see it. Okay, him fighting the guy. Okay, let me show you guys what I'm looking at. Fighting the guy, fighting the dude. Demonic pops in. Okay, okay, okay. Wait, before that. Okay, Seavark is about to kill the Paladin, right? The Paladin Vextech played super well, dude. Played super well, right? He's nowhere near. Nowhere near. Shadow step. Shadow step. Shadow step. Shadow step. Shadow step. Is that not a shadow step? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Kill the Paladin. Bap! Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Killed the Paladin. Bap! Can I just hit spacebar? I can. Boo! This is where the Paladin goes down and bap! Bap! He just bapped on a guy! You know, it doesn't matter whether he started. Maybe he was like on the side, on the corner or something, but he shadow stepped to the guy. Whatever, that was dishonorable. Okay, you can be honorable. Okay, I'll give you that. That was, yes, you didn't give him an honor duel, letting him heal up to full, and then have a fair duel. But this is part of 5v5 1v1 duels. If you're dueling against somebody who's just obliterating kids left and right, when you catch him super low health, you want to snipe him out so the rest of your team has a chance to play, right? I think that's what makes some of these duels fun. Imagine if you had to do a full reset against a Destruction Warlock. I don't think anybody would be able to beat Destruction Warlocks half the time. You know, more, even 80% of the time. But with Destruction Warlock, a couple cooldowns down, now you at least have a chance. Maybe it's an arms warrior that has to play against a Destruction Warlock. And the Destro not having his defenses, not having his Infernal, might make it more of a fun duel to watch. Might make him a little bit more even, because arms warriors coming in with it. You guys get what I mean. You guys get, you know, you shadow step. I'm perfectly okay with that. Let me get let's get Seavark versus Nando. Seavark and Nando. Hey, Seavark, is Volts gonna try to join in? I wouldn't really say his cheating is just much of a difference. Yeah. No, it's not an honorable duel, but it is not against the rules. Like, the rules are very, very simple for 5v5 1v1 duels. Like, it's a duel. But you're more than welcome to start attacking as soon as the person dueling right now on your team is down. As soon as they're down, you're good to go. You're good to go. But he didn't sap him, lol. At least he didn't sap him. He could have sapped him. Oh, he was in combat just after killing the guy. He could have went to sap him. You're doing community day on your stream today, and he doesn't do community day other than Saturday. He does community day every other Saturday. Okay, cool. I don't know what that means, community day. Just like hangs out and shoot some shit, do some BGs or something. That's cool though. That's cool. Alrighty, let's get ourselves switch. Also, let's get the dueling music back up, because these songs are good, don't get me wrong, but now they're just kind of starting to get into whatever territory. Alrighty, boys, switch. We got ourselves Team Blue, looking like some same people like Black Sabbath, but the rest of the team is pretty different. We got ourselves Death Steel, we got ourselves Ice Cream, Frost DK, we got ourselves Nando coming back as a BM Hunter, and Tanzanian versus Team Red with Seavark on his mage this time. Kazoo in the back, Kyle Jr. making a comeback here, Peachy going up first yet again. We got Rose hanging out in the back as well. Good luck and have fun, boys. It's gonna be Peachy opening up versus Tanzania. Last time Peachy had to go against a Feral Dude, so hopefully this will be a little bit better. Peachy is actually opening up as a Boom Kid this time. Oh, this is gonna be good. I think PG watched a couple of guys like Hamburger on EU, saw what they were doing. Maybe it's like, okay, I think I have an idea. Hodge coming down by the Paladin with an execute sentence. He's gonna go for full wings right now. This man is not popping wings at all. Blood of the enemy does come out. Is he just gonna go for every other damage besides wing cycle and try to come out for PG? Actually landing on cycling onto Taz, but he didn't pop any CDs, so he's perfectly fine, just chilling there. PG is going to be down on a trait right now. Got below 50% health, so that's going to be a waterlogged trait. That's just not going to do any damage. Focus Azure Beam trying to come out, getting interrupted on it. And actually, PG is not locked out of his other spells, can still go for heals if he wants to. 100 on Taz, does hit him with a Maledict. Taz is not going to be able to recover a lot of health. That Shield of Vengeance is going to give him enough protection, and Peachy is going to want to bail way out of there as far as he can in order to catch a couple of regrows back-to-back, even mounting up on a B. But Taz is going to be Shield of Vengeance and Wings coming down. So for Peachy, it could be an opportunity to maybe score a kill. It's going to go for Mage Food immediately. Peachy, I think, needs to get a full setup, needs to get a root onto Taz with a Solar Beam, and then obliterate the guy. Hopefully catch him low while he's got it. Maybe playing Feral with about a bunch of bleeds, you know, get a raid, get a rip in there. Might not be a bad idea with Feral Affinity. Even though normally you play Rest of Affinity. Hydra to Peachy, does the Thorns up and running. Gonna be belfed off actually, so Taz is not gonna have to worry about it at all. It's gonna have a second set of wings available. Peachy's gonna take quite a lot of damage right now. Does he have the root silence? That's gonna be, oh, waterlogged is gonna be able to get procced again. Try to let a cyclone, does let a cyclone. Taz is gonna not shrink it, bubble out of it. Peachy is gonna be forced to bark skin this. That's gonna be cyclotronic through a bubble. Peachy actually went for a shot, but just to get rid of the cyclotronic is gonna go into that incarnation. Does he have enough resources to get the damage out? Trying to get Solo Rast out. Lunar Strike, that's going to be Arcane Lock if Taz is able to lock him out. Stun on a Peachy, trick us out of it. That's going to be a couple Star Surges. Lunar Strikes to follow. Does he have any more Instacast? Trying to build up the Star Surge. Does land the kill on the Paladin, and Peachy does get away from there scot-free with Nando. Fast approaching. Double pet for Nando coming out, so he's going to try to drop down a flare. He's going to be hunting a chicken, dude. Winner chicken dinner is going to be the winner of this duel, whether chicken is going to be, I guess, dining on Nando, which is kind of morbid when you think about it. No, he does have wolves. I don't know if they're more fur than meat, and you know, it's in some cultures it's acceptable. I would never eat Fido, but you know, to each is their own. For Nando, however, that's a fatty chicken right there. Or a deer, or a bear. It's actually quite a good amount of hunting material, dude. He could have a bear pelt, he could have a jungle cat pelt, he could have a chicken wing, he could have a deer antlers. Like, Peachy just comes in with a full assortment of animals to hunt all in one. For Nando, this should be the best day of his life. But it's actually going to be Peachy kiting him around the pillow this whole time, just trying to get away from all the pets. That's all he's done so far. Nando is not popping any CDs while he's kiting, not even pulling his pets back, letting the pets do work. They are doing a little bit of auto attack damage. Peachy is able to put up dots on those pets and gain some resources out of it. Again, Nando's playing this very, very passively. Some of these pets might actually start going down little by little. Are both pets on him still? Yeah, both pets are still on him. Nando is going to pull him back for a bit to get him a bit of a pet heal. And that's going to allow Peachy a chance to reset. Did he get a dot onto Nando? Oh, he actually did. He got a Moonfire. And the Waterlog trait is actually doing quite a bit of damage every time with procs. If Peachy could just put a couple dots on a Nando, get more procs for the Waterlogged, he might have a chance. Is it Waterlogged? It's the new trait from the newest raid. It allows you to do damage, but as soon as you drop below 50%, you get a shield. In PvP, that shield is super small. And then the trait won't be accessible while the shield is down. So it's very unfortunate when you drop below 50%, but for a dot heavy class to stay far away, maintain the dots from a distance, you can do quite a lot of damage. Maledict onto Nando, does hit him with Cyclone. That Malady is not going to do a lot. Hibernate onto one of the pets coming out. I think one of the main, hopefully the main pet for Nando. It's hard to tell which one is main. One of the pets goes down, actually. So one of the pets does stick down to death. The other pet is there attacking him. So it looks like that was the main pet for Nando. Nando's going to go for a bit of an acceleration early. As Peachy is putting actual legit pressure on the guy. It's going to pop in a bear form for a second, get himself a little bit of a frenzy regen going. Nando is going to get himself a pet heal rolling as well. Stun into Peachy, chickens out of it immediately. And Nando's going to use Crucible as a defensively. So Peachy actually has a little bit of an advantage, dropping almost at 50%. There goes a Waterlock trade, giving him a small shield. Going to be a feign death for Nando for a second, and Peachy is not going to be able to land a Cyclone. Trying to get another cast. The second pet finally gets to join the fight again, and Nando is at full force right now, doing the most amount of damage. Peachy catches a restealth, getting away from Nando, and a regrow spam to follow right after 5 minutes in. 2% dampening. Nando is probably just going to go for a bit of eyes. Actually decides against it, decides to send the pets at Peachy. Peachy is going to have to play this long game against a Hunter. You're a Boomkin, you don't have a lot of damage. He's going to go for that Incarnation. Nando's going to pop into these as well. Bashed by Nando, and it's going to actually get a silence onto Peachy on the Meme Beam. But Nando's not looking all that healthy right now. Peachy can still get a lot of damage. Nando is going to back up, and it's going to go for a disengage. Peachy missing that Meme Beam, and Nando is now the one kiting the chicken. Peachy has bars set up and running just to keep himself rolling for a little bit longer. That's going to be Thorns, but it's going to get hit into a freezing trap. Nando needed that moment in order to get himself a little bit of a re-heal, and it's going to be a silence onto Nando's stun. Onto Peachy, no way out of it right now. No Barskin does get a Satan Chicken proc for him, so that's going to be a little bit of his own self-heal. Renewal might come out for Peachy. Is going to go into bear form in frenzied regeneration just to catch as much healing as he can. Landing a regrowth, has Incarnation. No, actually Incarnation does go down. It is a 30-second long cooldown, but It is going to be down. Does get interrupted on Arcane. Still able to get Star Surges out back to back. That's going to be solo rest. Getting silenced this time. PG actually might be in a bad spot. Bash on the Nando. He has no way out of this. Maledict stacking onto Nando, but he does have a heal over time on him, and that's going to be a Cyclone to prevent any healing for Nando. So PG is actually going to sacrifice a Maledict into a Cyclone just to make sure Nando doesn't get any heals. Nando is continuing to truck damage to PG. Bardics and Thorns are up. Nando is going to go for a Turtle Shield right now. So PG is going to bail out of there for a little bit. If Nando can get himself just a little bit more damage on the PG, Pichi needs to recover right now as much health as possible and needs to have another turnaround onto Nando. Does have a trinket for the next stun that Nando is definitely going to try to get a setup for, and Pichi just going to bail out of there as far as he can. Nando disengaging ahead towards Pichi. Might be able to get enough damage, trying to get a pet stun in there. It's going to be Crucible offensively, and then Pichi is just not looking that healthy. Stun into Pichi. Trinket's out of immediately bare form. Frenzied Regeneration maybe does have a trap in front of him in case that trap might be a charge trap or knockback does go down. Nando just had way too much consistent pressure with those pets versus Pichi. There's not a lot you could do. I don't know if running Laser Beam as a Boomkin is a good idea. I think Crucible Flame might be the best option. You know, you pop Incarn, you get just a fat Crucible, Star Shorters back to back, might be enough damage, and on top of it, you also get yourself a Crucible for a self-heal. With the Laser Beam, you're kind of locked out. Laser Beam is a cool idea, and at one point it was actually really good for PvP, but Blizzard nerfed it a little bit because it's mostly designed to do AoE damage. It can be okay in single target, like I say you do in Mythic Plus Dungeons, but in PvP, I use it for a little bit. It can do quite a bit of burst if your class has none, but I think Crucible ends up being the best. It's going to be Seavark landing an opener onto Nando, but actually get hit with a silence. Nando getting the pets up and running, beefed up and ready to go. Seavark needs to get himself, oh, missing that meteor onto Nando. He's going to bail out of there. Nando's staying super mobile. Seavark is going to have to go for a little bit of line of sight. Maybe landing Polymer from one of the pets. Stun onto Seavark, not going to be able to land a poly. Nando walking up to him, doesn't want to get hit by breath at all. Freeze a trap to stop Seavark from being able to give him breath. So Nando's going to give himself a little bit of reset. Maybe make sure his pets are healed up. Fat Crucible hitting Seamark. So he's going to have to go for any kind of healing he can get. Being a mage, though, is going to turn one of the pets into a bear. Just a big old cuddly bear. But is that going to be enough for him, though? He's going to turn the other pet into a bear now. And maybe catch an Invis. Try to go for an Invis, but that's going to be honestly just to juke out Nando. As Seamark can just continue to get close, getting hit with a silence on the breath, though. That is so unfortunate. Nando predicting that silence with a fire mage getting up close and personal. And Seamark just has not been able to get himself a good setup so far. Tar Trap with the pets attacking him constantly. With double pets, Nando still does want to beef up those pets so they do damage. But this way, they're able to have two pets that are doing quite a bit of damage. Good auto attacks. Even if they're not beefed up, there's two of them. And Seamark can't stop one of them. He can't CC one and then CC the other. So it's actually quite nice for Nando. Breath into Nando, no silence this time. Almost landing a polymer. That's going to be trinket out of Nando. As long as he can stay ahead, he doesn't even need a trinket. So far, he's been doing just fine against Seamark. It's going to hit him with the Crucible, getting the pets, doing all the damage. Needs to poke out from time to time and get the pets all beefed up and ready to go. But I think he's just waiting for his cooldowns, waiting for Bestial Wrath. Wants to maintain some range over to Seamark. Does it with the silence. It's going to be Seamark actually trinketing out of that silence. Just to make sure he can get a cast off, try to get a poly onto Nando. Not going to happen. The pets are attacking him. One of the pets frozen in the back. The other pet does quite a bit of work. That's going to be a Polymorph stun, stopping him from being able to poly. Nando's just trying to do whatever he can just to pressure the mage. Wants to make sure he's far away. Wants to make sure he doesn't get blink breathed on. Does send the crows in. That's going to be Crucible trying to break through that safety trinket. And the crows, I think, are gone. I guess the crows are gone. Double freeze on both of the pets. Nando's in a bad spot. Needs the pets to let the work happen. But the pets have done such a good job to Seamark. Just been chopping away at the bits. That's going to be a bit of a flare in case Seamark does go for Invis. Doesn't even have it for 4 minutes. Seamark is really down right now. On CDs, he's down on effectiveness. He does get the freeze on the pets and does get to mount up to get away from Nando. It does have Crucible, so you can at least go for a bit of a healing. At 33% dampening, though, it's going to be a lot harder, as this duel has been going on for 10 minutes. And does get himself a bit of a mount up. Try to get next to Nando. No silence this time. Landing a Polymorph. Nando doesn't have a trinket. If Seamark is able to get a full setup right here, he might have a chance. It's going to be a full combustion, I think, out of Seamark. Nope, no combustion. Try to go for a meteor, I think. No, never mind. Did Nando not even get hit by? He exhilarationed that Greater Pyro immediately. So Seamark has... Oh, that stun with those pets, though. That walked in on top of the pets. Cauterize is going to come out. Definitely going to proc. Cauterize proc and Ice Block available. He only has this much health to work with. Might be able to get himself a Crucible heal here and there. but he's got to make a play. Nando's going to have a trinket available very, very soon. Those pets have been actually abusing Seavark right now the whole game. Trying to go for a bit of food. Those pets are going to be there attacking him again. He has a shield. He has a root. Maybe he might be able to land a polymorph. Nando actually tried to get an interrupt, missed it. Might be a silence on the Seavark right here. Does he get hit with a silence? But at least it's going to be a polymorph onto Nando. The pets are beefed up though. They're doing work. They're doing damage. That's going to be another repoly with a greater power, but stricken for Nando. Not going to sit in that poly, and Seavark again super low in health. Meteor coming down. Ring of Frost comes in. That is going to be his combustion. Does get a freeze on both the pets. He doesn't have any health at all. The Crucible coming in. It is going to crit, but that's about all he's got. Oh no, freezing the pet with a Nova yet again, trying to get away from them. And all Nando needs to do is just get next to Seavark. He's just trying to do what he can, trying to get into his room. Whatever health he can get back is all he needs. Nando doesn't have a trinket. Seavark could get him in a wombo combo right now. If only he just jukes out from the silence. If only he jukes out the stuns. Trinket it out of the stuns. Needs to not get interrupted at all. Silence coming out a little bit early. Safety trinket, keeping Seavark alive. He might have a chance here. Wait, he might have a chance. Temporal coming in, but Nando's super far away. He cannot catch up. Has to use the breath in the pets with a Nova. Might be able to get himself a little bit of food. Nando is super far away. Seavark needs to go ASAP. Needs to get around the stun. Needs to get around those freezes. Needs to get around the kicks. So the pet's all beefed up. Seavark is at this point just trying to do what he can. One pet approaching from one side, the other is approaching from the other side as well. The pets are beefed up. They are running, sprinting at him. He can't go anywhere. The shield is going to hold up for a little bit longer, and Nando is in a very safe position, letting the pets do work. Just letting the pets do a little bit of damage. Does get a freeze on both of the pets. Don't know if he's going to be able to get himself a full food here. I don't think he's going to. Nope, the pets are back up. At least he does get to mount up. 13 minutes in. Crucible to follow. It's going to be another dot on him. He got a whole 2 minutes before Ice Block is back up. Temporal is all he has. Barely got any much healing there. Just gonna try to get as far as he can. Nando needs to get the pets in there ASAP. I feel like at this point Nando just needs to commit. I think Nando's gonna commit. He's just charging in there. He's gonna drop a trap ahead of time, letting the pets get in there, stopping Seavark from being able to heal. Does get a breath on a whole enemy team, not what he meant to do. Polymorph to one of the pets. Only one pet attacking him might be enough. Getting next to Nando, doesn't get a breath for this one though. Silence. Seavark locked out completely. Nando, if he can get enough damage in, he might have a chance here. It's going to be combustion coming out for Seavark, trying to do what he could. Nando got hit with a dot while combustion is up. That's 100% crit. But with that heal, he recovered 53% dampening. Who is next on Team Red? I think it's going to be Kazoo, with the Demon Hunter being all healer based. Not a lot you can really do when it comes to the output that Nando can put out. And with dampening being super high, just I don't even know if that Underrod trinket normally is busted good. But he might not be. Instant trinket for Nando with a freeze in the Kazoo before he even gets a reset. But he does have Metamorphosis for later. He does have a trinket for later. So Nando might just go for a kiting game with Kazoo. Not let him get any kind of opening advantage. Second stun Nando going to be heavily DR'd. Is Kazoo going to go for cooldowns at all? Nando might be able to get some kiting potential going. Is missing with his concussive shots through the blur. That's going to be Kazoo getting himself full Metamorphosis up and running. Does clear him of all movement impairment effects. Nando needs to land some sort of a slow on to Kazoo. Short stun onto Nando yet again, but it's actually so DR'd. That's going to be a freezing trap onto Kazoo as he drops Darkness. Why is super low? So Nando's actually letting this pet sneak up and do all the damage to Kazoo. I didn't even watch the pets do a lot of damage. Nando's just going to get himself a Crucible. Disengage a far away stun to Kazoo. He trinkets out of it finally. Maybe the slow might come in handy. Does get a concussive shot. IB from a distance interrupted immediately. Nando actually walking right in front of the eyes. I think he ended up picking him up. 5% damage increase. Hopefully it won't be enough for him to go down. Under chicken proccing for Kazoo, and Nando does take him out yet again. Dropping out trap right behind him. Rose XO is up next though. Gonna walk into the trap. Nando might be able to does catch himself a Kama though. So Rose is going to have to pick up the eyes. The eyes on this side not going to be allowed. Not going to be able to get them since they have been used. Maybe Nando might have a chance here. This is a Paladin with a bop, a bubble, Hand of Freedom. You can't really kite them. You can't really outrange them because a lot of their abilities do range damage. And does catch Nando a little bit early. The pets are going to be on top of him. Is even going to be able to get resources from the pets either way. Hand of Freedom, pony up. Nando can't really stop it. That's going to be Hodge. Does not have a trinket for it. Does have himself pet sag, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And does go down after all of that. Unlucky. Ice Cream is up next as a Death Knight with Fish on the side. Stun onto Rose. Gripping him in. Is going to go for a bit of a pillar. Does get a root onto Rose. No hand of freedom coming out. So Rose is actually going to get stunned by the pillar of frost. That's going to be Azeroth Elemental. Big dragon strike onto Rose right now. All the damage coming out for this frost death knight. Does have a massive Azeroth Elemental who Rose is trying to line aside from. Does get spiked by it a couple times. Maybe the Elemental will meet him on the other side. He does. He's going to go for a little bit of line of sight regardless from the Elemental, as well as the death knight chain of ice coming out for the DK. Rose could go for a big setup. The Death Knight is actually quite at low health right now. I guess he maybe has taken a couple judgments, couple Blades of Righteous, but hasn't really done anything in terms of self-heals. And the Elemental does dissipate for Ice Cream. It's going to go for a bit of a death pack. That's 70% dampening, 0 healing out of it. 0 healing. So he's literally letting Rose right now re-heal. At this point, I think for Death Knight, maybe you should have just stayed on top of Rose, not stayed on the other side of the area. That's going to be early AMS, so next time Hammer of Justice is up for Rose, he's definitely going to be able to get a Hammer of Justice. Going to be a breath right now for Ice Cream. Does land a short stun onto Rose, but I think that Death Knight was prepared. Why would you run breath in a duel? You need that runic power for a Death Strike, don't you? And I guess Death Steal is going to be up next. I don't know if it was supposed to be a Blackstabbing or Death. He's going to drop down Abomination. Maybe get a full army of the Dead Rolling Gingerbread coming out with an AMS. Maybe he might be able to get a full setup. Rose is actually going to bubble this right now just to get the damage into Death Steal, just to continue trucking along. Still has a Blessing Protection as maybe a Human Racial for later. Death Steal is just not looking that good right now, though. No self-heal available. Rose is trying to bail away from him. Gonna be a grip, but he does end up Templar's Verdicting him down, and Black Sabbath hopefully will have a real chance here. Tricky coming out for Rose. But Road is still gonna sit for a little bit. Underrod is gonna be doing quite a bit of healing for him. Hodge coming out into Black Sabbath. He chickens out of it. Rose might have a Blessing Protection, but the poisons could still be enough damage. Clock Shot is coming out for Black Sabbath. Does he have any combo points? He does not. I would have started Phantom Knives just to maintain the dots and maintain a poison onto Rose. But as the Shield of Vengeance or Blessing of Protection does come down, Rose is kind of the open. Shield of Vengeance, by the way, coming back in about 15 seconds or so. Black Sabbath is going to be in a really bad position, especially as Rose is able to find him from a distance. Crucible coming out with no dampening, though. This is really going to come down to Rose. This is their game to lose right now. Shield of Vengeance is available. They can go for a little bit of healing. Mage Foot coming out, so it's actually going to be quite a lot of healing, though, without having to waste up mana. Look at that. Black Sabbath is just saving it. I was just waiting the whole time, just trying to think, like, what is the Paladin doing? But the Paladin is just re-healing the whole time. Flashlights coming out, which are a little bit more efficient. Sap. Black Sabbath right now. This is your opportunity, my man. This is your opportunity. Rose is trying to keep as much range damage as he can. Should live in and skim up early. Keen is shot onto Rose right now. Does he have maybe a Hammer of Justice turning around on a Black Sabbath? He does. The dots might be melting him though right now. Trying to get as much damage as he can. Get into that safety chicken very quickly. And I think he does end up taking out that rogue. It looked like... You're telling me Rose got a 1v4 that duel. You are telling me that Rose... He did go through Nando. He did go through 2 Death Knights. And I guess he did go through 1v4 actually. It's just towards the end. It felt like it was a game. Well, Nanda was the spotlight, but Rose did get big 1v4. What is that? Alright, boys. Get yourself some new names in there. Get yourself some variety. Boris got a group? Alright, Boris. I got you in, my dude. I got you in, my guy. Who else got a group? We got Seawark. We got Nando. You guys, let me know which one is ready. Either way. I didn't even know you got 4. What's up, Cedric? How you doing, my man? I hope you're having a good one. Damn to high F, yeah. Yeah, that's so far unlucky, dude. With the pets and just how long that took. Damn, dude. He just running can't play. Well, he did win that duel, right? I don't know. As a mage, you had an opportunity when he didn't have a silence, when he didn't have a stun, and it looked like you might have a chance. Alan Dilly, you want to make a group, my man, or what are you feeling? Desto was 4th. He whispered Seaver he would beat me in a 1v1. Tried to wait out my wings. Oh, did he? Okay, that's fine. Well, I mean, if you participated, that's fine. I guess it's whatever. Ellen Dill, you want to make a group or not? Harder for Fire Mage trying to cast, lol. Well, you got to have Fire Blasts, which are instant, and Pyros, which can be instant. It would be difficult for any other mage too, like Arcane or Frost too. It'll be hard for those guys, I would think. Seamark doesn't know what an auto duel is. Seamark knows what an auto duel is. He's giving me plenty of auto duels, boys. Shut up. Love you, man. What's up, Gladu? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. What's up, Apuma? How you doing, my man? I was the one running. I love it. Dude, the pets do quite a lot of work, though. The pets do work. Alright, Seamark Nando. Ellen Dilly also started another group on Alliance, guys. So if you want to join on Alliance, we have a second group started on Alliance by Ellen Dilly. If you guys are trying to join the Alliance group, you're more than welcome to. 5 out of 5. That fast? Okay, that's fine with me. We got Elendilio and Boris. Boris, hey, Boris. Who? Death Strider, we got 5? Alright, man, got you, my dude. Gotcha. Right after this one, Death Strider's up next. What about actual 5v5 arena someday? Like 5v5, like 5 people, and 5 people just clashing it in the middle? Is that just random people and just trying to watch them all at the same time? I mean, I guess. I don't know. I kind of like the 5v5 1v1 format, but 5v5 I feel like would be so hectic to commentate. Could be fun to watch, but it could be very, very hectic to commentate. Dalaran Reson next Saturday. Got to do 5v5s. Ah, Bab, sounds good, man. Gotcha. Somebody, what's up? And Suko, how you doing, man? Hope you're having a good one. I'm finally making a cool tier in Warrior Rogue and Outlaw. I think Outlaw Rogue cool tier is actually good. You get the versatility buff, so it's quite good if you want to go Outlaw cool tier. By the way, verse buff is so good. The racial itself, like the stun, is not anything amazing, but not bad. Alrighty, boys. Switch, we got ourselves Team Blue with Demoniac. Oh, changes Mog. Look at you, my guy. We got ourselves Dragon Rider. We got ourselves Lucron. Going up first versus a Chill Pills. Actual Chill Pills. Already no chill for this man. He's just popping those pills already. He's going Hambo, going Berserk. Demonic Gateway. Trying to come out for Lucron. Interrupting Demonic Gateway. Not even letting him have a chance. Lucron, I don't know, just trying to introduce the rest of your team. Lucron is popping a defense right now. Stun with Chill Pills. He Lynchborn's out of it immediately. Maybe a second stun could come out sometime soon. Lucron is going to go for wall. Summoning that Tyrant. Might be a second pet right now for Chill Pill, for Lucron. Maybe a second stun by the second pet. Transfusion coming out for Chill Pill. Stun coming out. No chicken available though. He actually down chicken, down Lynchborn. Trying to get Death Strikes whatever he can for the best. Continue to just pressure Lucron. It's going to be a reflect into a fear. He actually breaks out of it somehow. Second fear coming out onto Chill Pills. Breaks out of it immediately. I'm going to guess maybe his normal trinket or something rather. It's going to be again another fear. Chill Pills popping in the dark back to Lucron. Is it a bad spot? Just so much pressure out of cooldowns, out of everything. Doesn't even have a gateway. Shadow Fear trying to come out. Chill Pills just came in. No chill. And Vextec is up next. I haven't been able to do this. We got Trevor. We also got ourselves Free Doo and we got ourselves Kazoo, Peach, and Rocks. Okay, we got everybody. Chill Pills is versus Vextec getting hit with a Maledict right now. AMS coming in a little bit late. Wait, is that AMS dealing with a Maledict? Is that AMS preventing the Maledict effect? I don't understand. He didn't pre-AMS it. Vextec has wings, hand of freedom, and everything. Chill Pills, he just continued to pump damage there. He's gonna go for Transfusion, trying to deal with those wings, and Vextec trying to get away from the death and spamming that Death Strike over and over, just maintaining his health. And Vextec not looking that good right now. Might need to pop a defensive. Actually down on Shield of Vengeance. Could be seeing a bubble or bop out of this guy. Does throw down a snowball into Vextec. Vextec popping in that Warlock Hellstone. Lucron did the best job for his team with those Warlock Hellstones. Chill Pills popping in Lichborn. And Vextec not looking that healthy at all right now. Bop or Bubble needs to come out. But which one is it gonna be? That's Chill Pills just obliterating Vextec over and over. Safety Chicken. Bubble on top of that Safety Chicken. And he's actually just gonna go sit down for a second. Do a little bit of a dance. This man doesn't care. This man gives 2 shits about what this Paladin is doing. And Vextec is out of a bubble. Bob is the only thing he has left. And Chill Pills like, hey, perfect, you are a bubble. By the way, I got a transfusion. Look at that healing. Hand of freedom for Vextec, but he can't get free. He can't get away from this guy. Hand of freedom down, out of every cooldowns, and Chill Pills is just gathering up yet another storm. Has his runic power weapon ready, actually just getting so much value pressure. It actually might be an interrupt. Almost got that interrupt on the flash of light. Oh, he has a chain of ice and maybe just redotting Vextec. He actually got himself quite value out of that blessing protection. Chill Pills missed just a little by a hair, like kick on the cast. Pre-AMS right now in case Vextec goes for a little bit of a hodge. Vextec got a hand of freedom rolling, but Chill Pills doesn't care, man. He's just keeping up with the guy. Shield of Vengeance for Vextec right now. If Chill Pills can just wait it out a little bit, does get himself a death pack rolling, setting himself up for the next duel, interrupting Vextec from a distance, waiting out the Shield of Vengeance as best as he can. If you may be able to grip or stun the next cast for Vextec, that's all he needs. Flashlight coming out, stuns it, and Vextec is just strangling it in the middle of the arena. Another storm gathering up, does get himself the last set of wings, last hurrah. Maledict onto Chill Pills. Does he even land the Mally? Does that Mally even do anything? Doesn't look like it does. Next up is going to be Demonic with a Heroic Kidney Shot on Chill Pills. He breaks out of it with a Lichborn immediately. He's going to go for a self-heal playstyle, trying to get a setup on Demonic. He's going to be playing Crucible though. Demonic popping that evasion, Cloak of Shadows really early, so Chill Pills doesn't have a lot that he can really do against Demonic. Evasion does come down, and Cloak comes down at the same time, and a blind comes in as soon as all happens. Demonic though is going to be redotted. I think Chill Pills made sure. Ooh. Really? Now everybody's BMing one another. Hey, I can dance too. Look at me go. You guys are not showgirls on a dance room floor? You're not a showgirl, are you? You're a man. You're a warrior. Get in there. No, I literally mean get in there. Don't hide behind the pillar. Chill Pills has some cooldowns rolling, man. But he's not going to be able to cash in those CDs on the rogue. Does hit him with a little bit of AoE rolling and a little bit of hurley. And that's going to be transfusion, but Demoniac does pop advantage immediately on that transfusion. So for Chill Pills, that's not going to be good. Needs to get death strikes off the rogue. The next stun could be deadly. Lichborn, trinkets, that's all he has to go for. A chain of ice on Demonic does hit him with a stun. Demonic is not going to be allowed to get his full stun lock wombo combo on Chill Pills. And he trinkets out of it immediately, trying to see if he can get more slows on the Demoniac. Got himself ruining power weapon back up and running. Might be a lot of resources. No evasion available for Demoniac. Why he's got himself, Chill Pills got himself full Lichborn. That's going to be 30% damage reduction, even though he's slowed. That's still going to be quite a lot of damage. Big poison bomb proc for Demoniac, but maybe Chill Pills might be able to turn this around on the rogue. So far, Demoniac saying to trick again. Proc right now. Chill Pills needs to be aware of the next stun. The next stun could be even deadly. Popping that death back a little bit early. Gonna say super hyper offensive. Demonic has dots rolling, chain of ice rolling on him, and Chill Pills cannot be stopped, cannot be stunned, cannot be prevented. This man is inevitable and does clap out yet another rogue. So it's going to be a slowdown immediately onto Trevor with a stun immediately. Chill Pills sees the enemy. He's going to start up the duel. He's going to make sure it's on his terms. Full leg sweep coming out with the Fist of Fury. Needs to slow it down. That's the only thing that Chill Pills needs to worry about with the Monk. Needs to make sure he's far away. He can get away from the Fist of Fury because he can't hit into that Fist of Fury. Big touch of death coming on to Chill Pills is going to increase his health just by a little bit in order to help facilitate a little bit of that damage. At least it has a health increase in order to help deal with it. And that's maybe grip on a Trevor. Does he land the grip? Does he need to? He does not. He decided, you know what? Maybe I don't need to grip him yet. Maybe I can go around those ring of peace. As soon as he saw the Fist of Fury, he walks away. Trevor has to stop the Fist of Fury to start to get a heal. And Chill Pills needs to just walk out far enough, but not super far. He just needs to be right out of range. But he needs to be able to charge right back at Trevor as soon as things go bad. And Trevor not looking that healthy right now. That remorseless winter is just remorseless. Literally stun at Trevor. Might be a trinket. No, not going to be a trinket out of this guy. And does port away to the other side. Chill Pills is already on the move. Chain of Ice catching Trevor around the corner into a disarm. Staying away from the guy. Expecting the Fist of Fury at any moment. Does have a Chain of Ice rolling on him. Throwing a snowball at the guy. If he doesn't want to play in the snow though, he's not really a winter kind of guy. Man, this man never really had a good childhood. Never had Christmas or nothing. Trevor trying to get himself a Fist of Fury soon. Chill Pills again, stay in perfect distance. Not going to be able to get far enough, but it's going to be Lichborn. At least he's just going to tank the damage of the Fist of Fury and got himself another empowering rune weapons. That's a lot of resource generating. That's going to be big ol' ring of peace. Grips him through it. Maybe Chain of Ice on Trevor does get to go for a dragon kick around the pillar. 6 minutes in and only 2 people remaining on Team Blue. Can Trevor hold his own and outlast Chill Pills? So far has been decimating the enemy team. Instant AMS coming in for Chill Pills. Does not want any of that karma damage to go back to him, but he's perfectly fine getting hyper offensive, counter offensive when Trevor turned around and interrupted immediately. Oh my god, we actually were inside of your head. Oh my god, I thought I saw the backs of your eyeballs, man. What? Fist of Fury coming in for Trevor, and Chill Pills is going to get back in as soon as that Fist of Fury is gone into a disarm. Can't really do much, but he can make sure to maintain a Chain of Ice as well as the basic dot, the Frost Fever on Trevor. That's going to be a perfect opportunity. Down on Fist of Fury, down on Disarm. Perfect opportunity for him to go for a little bit of a Death Strike spam. Does hit Trevor with a Howling Blast, but he does bail out of there. Being a monk he is. Chill Pills catching up to him. Ring of Peace. It's hard to deal with. He did not have... One thing Chill Pills can do, and I'm pretty sure he knows this, but you have an ability called Death's Advance. It stops any knockbacks or movement apparent effects, so you actually can walk through Ring. It won't knock you back if you have Death's Advance. It doesn't look like he did. Gonna be Trevor trying to desperately get away from Chill Pills. Not gonna happen. He's trying to use the rolls, trying to use mobility, getting gripped in his dragon kick, and Chill Pills is still on top of the guy. Still got a Remorseless Winter rolling. That is gonna be touch of death for Trevor. Trying to land a Fist of Fury onto Chill Pills. Not gonna happen. Chill Pills is limiting the amount of damage that touch of death is gonna do. Is gonna start to go healing through the Maledict as best as he can. As soon as he saw the Mali AMS is up, is gonna just start healing. Looks like AMS is preventing the reapplications of Maledict, it seems. And Trevor's going to try to see if he can back up. Ring of Peace on one side. Chill Pills is going to just bail to the other. Trevor's super low, 22% dampening. Could Chill Pills lock him out in single stun right here? Could this be it? Trevor might have another disarm to follow. That's going to be Karma. Chill Pills just can't do anything for the Karma. Try to see if he can just fight through the Karma. He just tried to see if he can do whatever he can. No, he's actually going to back up for a bit. It looked like he was trying to commit. But maybe now he's going to commit. Trevor is going to hit him with the storm. Triples might be safe from here on. All Trevor might have his mobility to try to get away. So Triples, all he needs to do is stop Trevor from trying to get away. And down he goes. And Triples not even going to let Dragon Rider reset. And Dragon Rider, I think, might even let him get an honor duel. Lightning Loss is going to get out of it. It's actually going to get right on top of those elementals immediately. He's just attacking the elementals. He doesn't care. He's just going to start attacking whatever he can. Knockback, try to come out for Dragon Rider. But this is where Triples use Death's Advance in order to stay mobile. Stay consistent, or stay immobile, really. Double elementals are smacking him around. He might want to do something about it. Might even land inside him. He's going to turn around to the totems and try to death strike him. Chill Pills is barely hanging in there, man. Both of the elementals dissipate. Might give him enough of a breathing room in order to deal with the shaman output for damage. 30% dampening, stun by another elemental, but this one doesn't do nearly as much damage. Dragon Rider does get to juke out. Chill Pills interrupt and does go down. Dragon Rider is the first man who was able to stand up to this unholy Death Knight. Not unholy is a spec, but this man's unholy damage is actually evil. This man is insane. That was incredible, because he's going to be up next, trying to see if he can deal with Dragon Rider. Dragon Rider did use everything for that Death Knight. Double elemental, check. All the cooldowns, all the totems, check. All he has is grounding, and that's all he's got. Trying to see if he can get a hex onto the Demon Hunter. Does interrupt him on the Cyclotronic, but that's it. Chill Pills. God. Oh my god, that healing. That's, oh, dude, Frost Death, that healing is incredible. I didn't even realize he was doing that much healing. He also did the damage. So I was really paying attention to the damage, but I guess it makes sense how he's able to, like, sustain. It's just death strikes. Crazy. That was amazing. Blood Death Knight. Death Knight. 5.5 damage, 5.7 healing. He healed more, he can do damage. But he did do damage. He did do damage, though. It's not like he does no damage and just outlasts his enemy. He actually does deeps. I don't know, man. I thought it was... it doesn't seem much, but at least it does damage, right? Alrighty. Let us go again, please. Was it Ellen Dilly's team that had that guy? No, can we get Ellen Dilly's team back in? Ready, my dude? Yo, Ellen Dilly, if you still got a team, I want to see that guy play again. I want to give him another chance. Ellen Dilly, let me know when you're ready. Death Strider with a Y. Boris, we can get you in after this one, my guy. I want to see that Death Knight play again. I want to give him another chance. You know what I mean? That was awesome. He did 26k HPS. He's basically a Blood Death Knight, huh? He hit like a 90k heal without a death strike. With a death, yeah. So death strike works off of how much damage you take. So death strike is strong. Like the harder you get hit, following a death strike in 5 seconds after you get hit hardest, that death strike will refund a good portion of the damage you take. So if you're able to get death strikes at the right time after taking a big amount of damage, you can re-heal a majority of it. But you need resources to make it happen. He only died because it was deep in the dampening. Probably, yeah. Being a Frost Death, and he can't really one-shot people. I could see it. Alrighty. Let's get another group going, boys. Oh my god, that was intense. That was insane. I love that. US, what is it, 14, 15? That was beautiful. More of that. Did he have Spore Pods? I don't think he did. I don't think I saw Spore Pods. But I could have been wrong. I could have been wrong. We got Spartan here. Uh-oh. Whoa. I got boys in here. Alright, Switch. We got ourselves Team Blue with Avinci. How you doing, beautiful? We got ourselves Kenshi. Oh, Kenshi. Okay, it is Kenshi. It's just Kenshi X. I'm not gonna call it Kenshix. I'm not gonna do it. Nice bear hat, by the way. We got ourselves Shock Me. Whoa. That's a little too close. Shock Me Baby. Sparticle. Ooh, he looks like an NPC, dude. He looks like an old school Dalaran, like Wrath of the Lich King NPC. And then we also got, oh, Fancy Twisted Club. Fancy looking. On Team Red, we got ourselves Free Drew. We got ourselves Haldus. Is that Death Knight not in? No. I wanted the Death Knight in. We got Kazoo. We got ourselves Peachy and Ross XO. Rose XO. I'm actually sad that the Death Knight is not back in, boys. Why? Chill Pills? I wanted it back in. Why'd you kick him out, Illindilly? Or did he come on an ult maybe? It is going to be Kenshi up versus Peachy. Peachy playing the Feral Druid is going to land that opener onto Kenshi. So it's going to be Feral versus Monk. It's going to be really coming down to leg sweep, wombo combo, Fist of Fury, Karma versus Bleeds. And that's going to be Thorns immediately for Peachy, which Kenshi is not going to attack into. Might even allow the Feral a re-stealth, as long as he doesn't have to deal with Thorns. That's going to be immediate trinket for Peachy though. So next time, if Kenshi has a full touch of death setup, he actually could one-shot Peachy. Does he have it though? Already getting some early pressure into Peachy. He's going to go for a bit of a reheal. That's going to be Crucible. It looks like for both of them. Or maybe it's just Peachy running Crucible. I'm pretty sure Kenshi is also Crucible. It's going to be stunned. Kenshi's going to go for a trinket. Maybe he wants to go for damage on a touch of death. Does come out and does increase his health with every way possible. Peachy is not getting locked out into the touch of death pre-wall into touch. And it's going to do a little bit of damage, but without wall reducing majority of it, also was able to get away from Kenshi, not letting him pound the damage while touch of death is up, which only increases the damage of that touch of death. Kenshi safe to trigger Procker right now. It's going to have to go for a Karma onto Peachy a little bit early. Root coming out. Is going to get out of the root immediately. Try to stay offensive. That Karma was his last bastion of defense. Fist of Fury might be literally last bastion. Does his Crucible onto Peachy offensively. Peachy safe to trigger coming in after landing a bash onto Kenshi. That's going to be Thorns. Kenshi might just go down and get interrupted on a heal. Oh! Got sniped in the face with a Crucible. Unlucky. Unlucky, Kenshi. Man, he got a trick out of Peachy so early, but where he messed up is getting touch of death, and then Peachy ran away. Like this way you need to go for maybe in cap, touch of death while facing away 75-degree angle so you don't auto attack it. Pop, images, stun, kick, Fist of Fury, Whirling Dragon Punch, touch of death, ticks at the end. That might have been the trick. And then next to me, he's got Thorns, Karma, those Thorns. But have to wait for those Karma. Have to wait for Thorns. Next up is going to be Avinci. Assassination Rogue versus a Feral Druid. Dots versus Dots. Poisons versus Bleeds. It's going to be lots of healing for Peachy versus Avinci. With some healing with Crucible. But it's going to be mostly CC by Avinci. Reopener coming in by Peachy, as he's trying to get all these dots up and running with Thorns, preventing Avinci getting offensive. But a Cloak of Shadows does get forced out of the Rogue pretty early on, so Peachy got quite a big CD out. Even though he's got Thorns, he's going to try to see if he can bail away. He's going to walk away. Avinci, even though you have Cloak of Shadows, I believe the Thorn still slows you. I believe the slow is a physical effect. The actual damage is magical, is nature, as the Thorn would be. But the slow still exists, so he's able to walk away. Big bite onto Avinci. He's going to have to go for a big old vendetta onto Peachy immediately. Peachy is still holding on to a trinket, not feeling that worried right now. Bash onto Avinci. He does not trinket out of it with a root to follow. Could vanish it if you wanted. That is a vendetta. Oh my goodness, not going to be able to capitalize on a vendetta, but Avinci still might have a chance later. Try to see if he can fan a nice pass. Peachy does slam a Garrote into him. Get a shot onto Peachy yet again, but it is going to be heavily DR'd. Avinci still holding on to evasion if needed, using Crucible defensively. That's going to go blind onto Peachy. Does not force a trick out of him at all. He does not. But at least Avinci gives himself a little bit of a break, does catch a reset. Not the end of the game. Oh, trinket for Peachy onto that Sab though, not letting Avinci reset, and Avinci popping an evasion. Peachy using a Crucible. That's gonna do so much pressure, so much damage to this guy already. That Crucible is doing work. Avinci, oh my god, with the last bite, barely has any heals. Try to go for a Crucible defensively. Throw poison at Peachy. That's about all he's got though. Oh no, smoke bomb coming in. He might be able to AoE. Stealth comes in. Does land a Garrote onto Peachy. Get a shot to follow. Maybe turn around. I don't know how much damage Peachy has. Avinci has. It doesn't look like he does have a lot. That's going to be vanished immediately. Hopefully he doesn't have any dots on him. No, he does have dots. He just wanted to get away from Peachy for just a second. Maybe catch another resell. Peachy is fast approaching though. Swipes him. Does get a sap. But he does have dots rolling. Avinci does get himself a quick getaway. And Peachy is going to go for the eye. He decided, you know what? I am going to get in there. Avinci get himself a Crucible heal. Expecting Peachy to turn around. He knows where he's at. He knows where he's going. He might hit him with the Moonfire. Actually, Shadow Step in as Avinci wants to get offensive. Peachy without a trinket. Maybe a Vendetta could be coming out of here. Get the shot. Vendetta does roll in. That's going to be a lot of damage for Avinci. Maybe he can go for a big setup. He doesn't have any defenses to follow up though. Wall for Peachy as he's going to go for defensive as best as he could with Renewal popping in early. Filker shots for Avinci to live through the Thorns. Peachy is still taking quite a bit of damage. He's going to go for double Crucible on himself to get a heal. Catch a re-stealth on Avinci. Trinkets out of it. Peachy is still quite low, but he's trying to turn that damage around back to Vinci. Another kidney shot onto Peachy. This is going to be full kidney shot, and that's going to be big Envenom for Vinci. Sage Chicken procking in. Had a mark for that Envenom ready as well. That's going to be Peachy trying to get even more damage into Vinci. Vinci barely has anything left. Shadow stepping past Peachy, using Crucible so self-heal. Peachy is going to drop him down into a root and try to see if he can bail out of there. Vinci fully dotted up, nowhere to go, can't really do much right now. And is going to have to wait this out a little bit. He's going to have to wait until Peachy is up next. And Peachy catches a resell. Trying to Phantom Knights. Does not catch the Feral. Opener comes in by Peachy. Dots are enough. And Vinci looks like he's going to be bleeding out to the dots in the end. Not giving up. But Crucible does it. Crucible does him in. Shock me, baby. What the hell? What's going on? Why are you over here? Why are you getting interrupted? What? Why are you getting attacked by Freedu? Freedu doesn't like you. Okay. It looks like Freedu did wave at him or something. Next up is going to be Spart. Oh, okay. I thought it might have been Shock Me Baby. But hopefully that guy is chilling. Spart is going to be up next and already putting pressure on the Peachy. So far, Peachy had a really peachy run, if you want to say, in this duel. And Spart is just hanging out. Just obliterating Peachy back to back. He's actually out of form. Wait, what? Oh, what? Oh, wait, hold on. Spart? What is going on? I think that's what he's waiting for. Spart is continuing to pressure the guy. Spart is continuing the duel. I think Peachy is like, wait, shock me, baby. What is going on? Maybe he typed in and be like, yo, stop doing that. I have no idea. But Peachy did stop for a second. Spart didn't really give him a chance, though. So if anything, Spart might have had an advantage. But maybe Spart just didn't have the most damage. Peachy is in bear form. Wait, is he waiting? Okay, I think he tapped out to his shield. He's standing still. Spart! Spart, stop killing the boy! Spart? Spart! He's trying to do an auto duel, I think. He's trying to re-heal maybe? Or is free to just heal him? Is that what happened? I think that's what's happening. I think Freedu is just... Yeah, I think he was feeling him while Spart is DPSing him down. Yo, Peachy, have Feedrew go next versus Spart. Peachy, you go in the back line. Have Freedrew go first versus Spart. Let's do that. Sparticle. You're dueling Feedrew. You're dueling the druid from Duratan. We're changing the rules a little bit. My man, I'm telling you right now. Just go with it. Wait, Peachy, no, Peachy! What? No, Peachy, back up! I don't know if they have the stream open. Sparticle! Somebody tell Spart, he's dueling Feedrew. I know there's a bit of a stream delay, maybe it'll catch up. Maybe it will catch up. I think Sparticle has the stream closed. I think it is still dueling Peachy. What is this? I have no idea. This Feedrew guy, I think, is healing Peachy while Spart and Peachy are dueling. And Peachy just stopped playing for a second because something's wrong. I think that's what happened. I think Feedrew was healing him. I don't really know. Yeah, let's have Spart versus Feedrew. No, Peachy, let's Spart versus Feedrew. Let's get this guy out of here. This dude is healing, this dude is trolling. If he wants to duel, he can duel. Spart can knock Feedrew out since Feedrew doesn't have to heal nobody. How does that sound? Yeah, let's get this guy out of here. I don't know what he's healing there. Who's the growthing over there? Spart is going to get opened up by Feedrew. Arcane missiles to follow. And is going to try to see if he can blink around the guy. Arcane missiles pounding the dude. He's going to get somewhat lowish on health. Spart blinking in front of his face. Arcane missiles. Is he not playing? Mallory to follow. He has to play. He has to play at this point. He has to play, my guy. I'm sorry you were regrowthing somebody. He doesn't like this, though. He doesn't like this. Maledict precious Spart is right in front of him. Does catch a resell for a second with a rake opener. Feedrew is kind of lowish on health. Still holding on to Trinket and 2 walls as well. Spart with a tempo right now. Feedrew bopping in CDs, trying to get offensive. Spart does have blinks for days, though. It is trading through him with arcane missiles. Had a little bit of cooldown rolling for himself for just a little bit. Feedrew is going to back up, get himself a little bit of a Swiftman. 9 minutes in, the dampening is going to be really high for this duel. Dampening is going to be super high, boys. Tricky coming in for Spart. Fiju is going to try to leap. He tried to leap on top of Spart, but he blinked away from it. Spart is just so fast with his blinks. I can never like follow the guys. It might be better just to follow him and like zoom out the camera a little bit so we can see everything a little bit easier. Because he'll just blink around all over the place. Picking up the eye. And Fiji is going to be on the other side of the platform. 31% dampening Spart. Catching himself quite a bit of food. Is Fiji going to let him heal? He's going to try to see if he can catch a restore. Big leap. Doesn't have any more mobility. Unless he wants Skull Bash. Skull Bashing a little bit early. Short stun onto Spart. That's going to be an ice block before he can get all the dots up and running Spart. That's quite a bold move to go for ice block that early. Getting hit with a root. And he's going to go for instant cast as often as he can to catch himself as much healing as possible. Catching a bit of a slow onto Fidru. But maybe of, I guess, stealing some of the hots, some of the buffs. Fidru's just not looking that healthy right now, though, man. He's barely taking damage. It's just arcane barrages that he's taking hits from. Not even a Crucible or anything, which I think Sparta is running Crucible. It's so far hard to tell. I think he's running Crucible. Temporal coming in for Spart. Engaging with Fidru. He's popping in another wall. Has one more wall left after this one. Spart got some CDs rolling, too. Maybe some massive arcane missiles. Bear form for Fidru for a second. Does not have renewal to follow. Doesn't have a skull bash either. Getting slow back to back. Catching himself some hots while behind the pillar. Maybe looking for another reset. He can cat play behind the pillar the whole time, but I don't know how he's going to do while he's out in the open. Spart, try not to get hit with a skull bash. Invis short for a second. Does get even more slows. As Fidru got himself even more cooldowns rolling. I think that was Tiger's Lust. Or Tiger's Fury. Catching more regrows behind the pillar. These pillars are just so well spaced out for him that he could go from one pillar into the other, and Spart doesn't really have enough pressure to continue pounding the guy. Unless he can go for... Spart needs to commit all the blinks in the world to get around Fidru, not letting him even have an angle. So Spart needs to make sure he has every angle of a set pillar, and needs to make sure his blinks are perfect in order to continue doing damage to Fidru, not letting him catch a reset, not letting him catch any heals. Temporal coming in for those bleeds. At 42% dampening, that Temporal is going to do so little for you, though. Maledict onto Fidru might be a perfect opportunity for Spart to go Hambo, because Fidru won't be able to get any kind of heals. The Maledict is continuing to stack. The images are there doing damage. They're doing some damage. Spart is going to blink away, get another slow into Fidru. The image is doing a bit of work. Is going to use a Crucible offensively and doesn't have a lot of health left. Needs to find a way to re-heal. At 45% dampening, I don't know what a mage can do, really. Temporal down, all he can do is instacast whenever he can. Does he have any blinks? Root onto Fidru for a second, does go for an Arcane Orb. Trying to go for as many instances as possible. I don't think he's got anything, and down he goes. At this high of dampening, there's just not a lot a mage can do. Shock Me Baby is up next. Getting an Earthbind Totem on one side. Fidru, I think, is going to be able to catch a reset. Does get one somehow. Shock Me Baby getting hit with a stun. But not sitting in too long being an orc. And Fidru is still running behind the pillar. So far this man has not barely left the pillar this whole game. Shock Me Baby trying to see if he can maybe get an angle. All he needs at this point I think is a lightning lasso. Might be enough. Another stun and Shock Me Baby gonna go for a heal. Fidru is back behind the pillar regrowthing. Might be able to catch a lightning lasso. Actually at this point Fidru has more than enough health in order to survive a lightning lasso. Even a trinket available, so Shock Me Baby is gonna go for a setup. Did Fidru get hit with a cleanse as well? Or did he cleanse himself? It looked like he got cleared by the cleanse. But he didn't... Just a random cleanse on top of him. I guess he... Can you cleanse things while in feral form? Might have been. Because it looked like it was somebody else that cleansed him. But he didn't have line of sight of his team. That's weird. Now I'm like paranoid. But like who's helping who? That's gotta be Shock Me Baby dropping down the massive elemental who's doing quite a lot of dot damage onto Fidru. Maybe Lightning Lasso might be enough. Doesn't have a trinket actually. So that might have been a lasso for Shock Me Baby early on. He got out of it early. And that elemental is doing quite a lot of damage. Shock Me Baby could pass the feral round towards the elemental. He does get a dot onto the Ellie. There's going to be a couple of meatballs coming in for Shock Me Baby. Lightning Lasso trying to come out. Actually get a stun on that lasso though. And Fidru is going to be able to catch another reset and not behind the pillar. No more Lightning Lasso for Shock Me Baby at 55% dampening. Trying to get whatever heals he can. Does get a short stun onto Free. And does get a knockback, but I don't think he has enough. I think the dots are going to be enough. And down he goes with Twisted Club, trying to come out. Trying to get whatever damage he can. But as a Boomkin, I don't really know what he can. Did he just use Crucible on himself? I think he meant to use Crucible on Fidru. But he didn't really get to. Is that what happened? I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm bored. Yeah, I did. Watching the feral. behind the pillar the whole time. The only reason I even had this Feral to go is because it looked like he was regrowthing Peachy when they were dueling. I have no idea if that was true or not, but Peachy stopped. And the only thing I saw is Feature just spamming heals at him. I don't know if that's like, if the guy is just fucking around or what. Here we go again with Druid duels. Yeah, Druids don't have to be like that, man. Druids don't have to be like that, but sometimes. But if yeah, it's not over. Why'd you call yourself that? You call yourself dumb in Russian. Why'd you do that? The word is tupoy. Why would you call yourself that? Come on, dude. 15 minutes in, Feature is still behind the pillar. He's still hanging out. Literally cat next to a scratch post. Yeah, next to it. If we have Pharaohs, we have to go. I feel like every time we have like more than 2 Pharaohs for each team, it should just be automatically by default. Like, I don't know. What's an arena without any pillar? Like, Lordaeron, I guess. Twisted playing a bear druid or playing in bear form as a boomkin druid is having a really hard time with Feature. He's just getting back-to-back bites. Twisted so far hasn't been able to come out of bear form. He's just trying to heal in there as much as possible. Thorns are up. And Feature doesn't look like he wants to keep pressuring him. Does get at least 1 cast in, regenerate coming out, but the bleeds do break it immediately. And all he has is regrows, and Feature is looking to end the duel right here. Stun, does catch a restealth, trigger for Twisted, but I don't know if that does anything for him, dude. At 68% dampening. I don't really know what you can do. That's gonna be lead by Feature and does get it. Unlucky, man. Unlucky. Let's Feature on Alliance, right? Yeah. Wait, I'm confused because if you skip, it means it's photoshopped. I'm confused. If you skip, that means it's photoshopped. What are you talking about? Yeah. So whoever had Feature, I don't know if the guy. Real quick, for anybody making groups, I don't know if Feature. Peachy, hit me back up. Why'd you stop dueling for a second? Let's do this. Let's do this. Peachy. In chat, real quick. Peachy, real quick. I don't know if Peachy has the same name in chat or whatnot. Question. Why'd you stop dueling? Was Feature healing somebody or not? He didn't cheat, Peachy gave up. Oh, and Dilly says it. I'm Peachy. I didn't play because the other Feral was. I'm not making excuses, he could have killed me, but it's okay. What are you talking about? I had nothing to do, no CDs, no chicken, no defensives. It made me think like the other guy is healing you or something. That's what made me think. What the fuck? That's why I had him duel. Because I'm thinking like if he's just there to fuck around, maybe we'll get him out dueling or whatever. That was confusing. Because I thought the whole time like he was fucking around. I thought because the other Feral was killing him. I was dead. Oh, killing the Elemental Shaman? Yeah, it was confusing because it looked to me like the guy was healing you while you were dueling or something. Yeah, so I came in like thinking that guy is there just to fuck around. Yeah. That was confusing. Like, no matter what's going on, if you decide to like give up on a duel, like it just confuses a bunch of people, you know what I mean? Yeah, also Feed. I guess you didn't fuck around, but just don't be fucking killing people when you're not dueling, my guy. It confuses the shit out of everybody. Hit early because he was across the map. Just don't fucking hit him. Is that you? Is that you? Really, Feed? Feed! Just, it confused me. And I think it confused Peachy too, because he says he stopped because he was... Okay, no, Peachy said 2 things. One, he said he stopped because he was dead, which I think you should continue playing either way. But then he also said he stopped because you were killing the Ellie. It looked like you were fucking around, my guy. It looked like you were fucking around. You know what I mean? So then it's like, wait, what's going on? Should we stop? Should we, you know, whatever? Too many of these guys in these duels are polite. You know what I mean? Like, Peachy is way too polite. He's just like, he's having fun, chilling, playing the game, and he's like, what the fuck is going on? Why are you killing the guy? Hold on, I'm gonna stop. What's going on? What's happening? Why are you killing this dude that's not dueling? It confuses the shit out of all of us. Just be cool. It's called a duel for a reason, okay? It's called a duel for a reason. But it's also 5V5 1v1 duel. So unless it's a turn, hold your pause back. And chill pills. B tag, Dalaran, hashtag. Wait. What's yours? It's gonna be much easier to add you. Chill pills. I think he's got a group too. Alright, who else got a group? Nanda says he got a group. Shaman came over and started attacking and emoting us. Well, he wasn't killing anybody, right? Was he? I knew that he was over there because sometimes you guys, like, when you're waiting to, you know, play next, some of you guys get antsy and you'll run over to the other team and you'll fuck around a little bit. Was he killing anybody? That's where Spart or whoever on that team should have been like, yo, Sham, can you come back? Can you just be cool about it? Night King, have you tried adding me already? I don't have a group, I just made one in case people wanted. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me add you. I want to see more of you. Night King. Okay, I don't think I have you. It's actually probably the best if you never try to add me, because now I can add you without any issue. 11937. Is it lowercase, I guess? I'm just gonna go with how you send it. The shaman was just dancing, he was doing nothing wrong. Again, okay, I got you. Perfect. Got you, Night King. Yeah, if you guys, I know some of you get antsy. If you want to come over and just dance around, no one cares. Like, it doesn't matter. As long as you're not killing a guy. But when you start killing the other, it's like, wait, what's going on? What's going on? You know what I mean? Just be cool, boys. Be cool. It's called a duel for a reason. And you guys have an order. Unless you're in the order. Just chill. Confuse the shit out of me, man. To be kind to everybody. Because Peachy's way too fucking nice, dude. Pichu, Spartacle was like, I'm dueling, dude. I'm killing this feral. I'm killing them ferals. I'm hunting down them ferals. He didn't care. But Pichu was too nice. He was like, whoa, what's going on? Be cool. Didn't attack anyone, LMAO. I don't know who did or didn't. I don't care anymore. It just looked like somebody was fucking around, and I thought it was Feed. I thought Feed was healing. Yeah, guys, confusing me. Confusing me. Stop. I thought I was good in PvP. Well, I'm pretty sure they are. You know, how hard do you hug behind the pillar? I was following their play till you hear the whistle roll. But there's no whistle. Oh. Gloves off, huh? Gloves off, you're going deep in there. Shock wasn't hitting anyone. The feral attacked it for just emoting. Like, if the ally came over to the enemy team and just dancing around and emoting, I don't really care about elemental emoting. If you're one of those people that's like, words are violence or whatever, he's just emoting at you. Relax. Attacking the guy for a couple emotes. I don't know if that's what. A lot of you guys get antsy, and I know you guys really want to play, and that's cool. I love it. I love that so many guys want to engage with these duels. That's part of the fun, is getting the community involved. But when you guys are just like, just try to relax, try to wait your turn, try to be cool, try to make it as easy for everybody. Okay, let's get the Revenge versus the Death Knight. Does he have a group? If Death Knight is a group, I can get him in, but it looks like it's going to be Boris versus Nando, actually. Which one of you guys says Lucron? Is it Boris? I think it's Boris. And Nando. Let's get him in. Nando. The reason... hold on. The reason I thought he cheated was at first that I thought it was on teams since I just started at me when I was a bad at this perfectly fine right now. Oh, okay. That's what you're talking about, Teamwork? The first duel. Okay, we'll get Nando versus Boris then. Okay, we'll do that. Nah, no one's in my group? No? Chill Pills, you're more than welcome to start one, my guy. I'll show everybody how to join groups if you want to start one on the Alliance. You guys, if you have a group up and running for 5V5 1v1 DUELS, if you want to promote it, be like, yo, got a group on the Alliance, US, need a few more people called, type that in. You're cool to do that. It makes it easier for people to get in, you know what I mean? Perfectly okay. I want to give you guys the opportunity to, I want to give you guys ability to facilitate all the duels, man. Hell, even if it's like not a Friday or Saturday, you guys are more than welcome to like switch, get a group up and running on like Tuesday or Wednesday. If enough people just get groups, if we have 2 groups of 5, we'll get the duels going. Doesn't matter to me. It is going to be team. I'm actually swapping. Whoa, woo! I kind of like that. Like, oh my god, it's green for a second. That's spooky. But it is Halloween. We got ourselves Avinci on Team Blue with Ice Cream. That's a Frost DK. We got ourselves Kenshi. We got Nando. We got Twisted. And Team Red is actually missing a guy. Hopefully whoever's the 5th, they actually get. We got Lucron. We got Demoniac. We got ourselves Trevor. And Vextug. Hopefully you guys' 5th comes in. Maybe they're just having a hard time loading in. But I guess we can start playing without them. If you guys want to get a roll and whoever's the 5th goes last or something. I guess you can guys figure it out amongst yourselves. But it does look like it is going to be Avinci first up and running versus Vextug. Or Vextug kind of trying to poke out. Maybe not. No, it is actually going to be Rogue versus Rogue. It is going to be Rogue versus Rogue. Avenchi and Demoniac, both of you guys, you got both boys in stealth. So it's time to do whatever you guys do. If you want to run out and Phantom Knight, try to see if you can find the other rogue, you're more than welcome to. Get ready those vanishes for the eyes if you're more than welcome to. It's going to be a close one. Avenchi and Demoniac is actually quite seasoned assassination rogue. Avenchi getting a bit of AoE out on the platform at the front. And it's actually going to be Dragon Rider for Team Red. Hey, my man, we haven't seen you play that much, so hopefully you'll have a chance here. Stun onto Avenchi as Demoniac landing an opener. Avenchi getting caught out of cell, but he did Phantom Noise a little bit early. Does drop a concoction before that kidney shot, so that's quite huge. Into a kidney shot on Demoniac. Avenchi didn't take that much damage. Early Vendetta coming out onto Demoniac with double Crucible to follow. Cloak shot is for Demoniac right now. And eventually try to see if he can catch up to the guy trying to reapply the poisons. Evasion up for Demonic, evasion up for Avenchi. Both of these rogues need to start phantomizing. Going to be a blind onto Avenchi. Demoniac is looking to maybe force a trinket out of Avenchi, maybe looking to punish him. And now that Avenchi is out of a Vendetta, Demoniac survived through quite a lot. It's going to be his Vendetta right now, actually. Avenchi landing a Maledict onto Demoniac. Doesn't have evasion to deal with it, so getting it onto Demoniac. He could trinket out of it. Might actually want to. That's still a lot of damage coming out for Avenchi, even without a Vendetta. Does catch advantage for a second. Cheap shot onto Avenchi. Safety trinket proc, and for Demoniac. Cloak coming out for Avenchi, dealing with majority of the damage through that Vendetta. Blind and Demoniac. Does he trinket it? He does not. So these guys are just trading CDs for one another. Avenchi still holding on to... Oh, actually did not get himself quite a clean reset. Try to go for a smoke bomb, maybe catch a reset. And Demonic still landed a kidney shot onto Avenchi. Avenchi popping away without advantage. Demonic is on a chase right now. He's trying to see if he can catch up. Shadow stepping, but that's going to be kidney shot reversal by Avenchi with a Garrode. Fresh Garrode too. Demonic getting the Crucible offensively. Might have wanted to go defensive. Avenchi getting an offensive Crucible. Shadow stepping on Demonic. Could be anyone's game. Kidney shot onto Avenchi. Demonic still might go down to the dots, but I think he might be able to survive this long enough. Crucible and Concoction should be able to maintain him. Does he still have dots on him? He does have dots. Kenshi could capitalize on this. I think he's actually letting Demoniac at least catch his reset. Is he asking for an honor duel? Wait, is he asking for an honor duel? Wait, whoa. If he is asking for an honor duel, Demoniac does have allies who could heal him. Kenshi, if you walk over to... never mind, I don't think he's going to do it. But if you guys do get in a situation like this, and you want the rogue to catch a full reset, although you shouldn't, it's a rogue, right? They don't play fairly anyway, shouldn't give them an advantage. Walk over to the enemy team and point at somebody who can heal them. So like Trevor, Vextech, or Dragon Rider, you can keep spam pointing at them, and they might be able to heal the rogue. And you guys can do the bow thing or whatever. It's going to be Fist of Fury for Kenshi, though, onto Demoniac, catching him with a Crucible to follow. Get the shot onto Kenshi. Demoniac is looking peace out of there, but before that, Incap comes in, does get himself a self-heal going at least, using Crucible offensively. Still, he's just staying in the evasion, though, to deal with the physical damage coming out of Kenshi. And Kenshi is going to go for a wall right now. Lots of damage coming in for Demoniac. Does get a hit with a touch of death. Still has evasion on for a little bit longer. Cloak shot is coming out. I don't know if that Cloak shot is going to really do much for him, because Karma can still come out. Demoniac does not have any health, and Kenshi does get to take him out. Wall up. Orc Racial up, and down goes the rogue. Wow, what a nice setup he has, actually. He set himself up. Look at that, dude. Look at that. Wait, hold on. There it is. Look at that pillar. He actually got himself such a good spot back there. That is so cheesy. So he can always bail out and nobody can touch him. He's just going to be looking at a wall. He's going to be like, Port, hey, what's up? Beautiful textures. But it looks like it is going to be Lucron up next. And I think Lucron is letting him have the honor duel. He's at least giving him a bow. Let Kenshi recover a little bit of health. I think it's going to be a full honor duel. That's the first honor duel of the day. Kenshi, you better make this one count. Lucron is going to have a gateway ready. Kenshi has his own gateway, his own port behind the pillar. So it's going to be quite interesting. Kenshi's actually back up on all cooldowns except for walls. So he has just about everything. Lucron repositioning, not sending the pets in there onto Kenshi yet. He wants to find a way for Kenshi to come out in the open. I think that's exactly what he wants to do. Kenshi making his way over to Lucron, in-cap onto the pet. Lucron is going to be able to summon some of the other pets in there. Try to go for a fear onto Kenshi. Does he land it? That's going to be Leg Soup onto Lucron and his pets with images up and running for Kenshi. Lots of damage. Lucron is going to bail his way all the way to the other side of the platform, get a couple instant casts, and start summoning imps onto Kenshi. Maybe Lucron might be able to go for a big setup. It's going to be a wall right now so he can get the cast off, get on his hand to go down. Kenshi is actually going to pop all the defenses early. Stunned by one of the pets. Trickets out of it. Second stun by the other pet. That's going to be Tyrant into a horror effect. That Tyrant is going to be able to slap up some damage, and Lucron is trying to line this up as best as he can. Safety Tricket coming out. Kenshi could go for a Karma if he wanted to. That Demon Tyrant is going to do a lot of damage. Karma comes in. Lucron has Reflect available. Can't really do much about this Reflect. Not not reflecting the karma effectively. Really has to go for Warlock Hellstone. Kenshi is still staying in there, still trying to truck out the damage. Fear coming out and does get hit with a Fear. Kenshi is running away. Lucron still might have himself a Cyclotronic for a little bit of burst. Touch of Death onto Lucron. Lucron has a very limited amount of time to deal with this. Does go for a Drain Life. That Touch of Death is still going to kill him though. It's going to be a stun, and Lucron does go down. Kenshi actually bowing as the Touch of Death goes down. That is a glyph. That makes him do that. Very unlucky. Who's up next? It looks like Trevor is all the way over there with Nanda. Look at that, boys. Look, Trevor is with the Team Blue. You guys don't need to be attacking one another with the last game. You can just hang out. It's perfectly okay. Although Trevor, if he's going to be dueling next, Trevor would have to run all the way to his side of the arena, then attack Kenshi. So if you are in a situation where you do decide to hang out, I think Trevor is going to be going last, though. That's why he's hanging out of there. Dragon Rider is going to be next as Elemental Shaman. Did summon up both of his pets. And Kenshi is actually going to the other side of the pillar where the pets are at. It's getting obliterated, slapped around by those pets. Look at the... I guess the damage they're doing is kind of okay-ish. But for the pets, they actually do probably the most amount of damage. And that's going to be a woo. Big damage coming out. Kenshi popping every defensive right now. The pets are still slapping him around. Fist of Fury coming in. As long as the Death Rider is able to keep him out in the open. Kenshi dropping super low. Needs a Karma immediately. He's in dire need of a Karma right now. Karma comes in. Dragon Rider might want to wall this up right now. Did use an Earth Shock onto Kenshi. Maybe a Frost Shock to follow. Does not get that Hex, but does get a short stun while coming out. If he's able to get some sort of damage onto Death Rider or Kenshi right now, he might have a chance that it's going to be Kenshi popping his CDs, but get hit with a frog into a shortest stun in the world. Shortest lightning lasso. Leg sweep onto Dragon Rider. Does he have anything left at all? Kenshi might still have a little bit more damage left. It's going to be a second elemental coming out. We'll have a stun for Kenshi. That's going to be a shortest stun though. Should have waited that stun a little bit longer because of the super DR. Dragon Rider needs to catch up on health. Kenshi is going to be over there with a pet. That pet does the least amount of damage. It does somewhat of attack, but it's so little. I guess it's better than none, right? Better than, you know, basic Earth Elemental. Because it does at least some damage. Because it's primal. And I guess it'll try to taunt Kenshi, but that doesn't really do anything. That's a good report for Kenshi. Still trying to buy himself more time. Dragon Rider needs to stay and Ghost Wolf as much as he can. Drop down a Sky Fury Totem. Does have a double zap with a Lightning Lasso chicken for Kenshi though. Doesn't want to let the Lasso and Sky Fury do all the work, as any of those crits would be deadly. That's going to go for a little bit of a Vivify right now. Touch of Death onto Dragon Rider. Stunned by the Elemental. Knocking Kenshi back. Trying to go for a Hex onto the Monk. The Monk is just going to tank up even more damage. As Magic Diffuse Magic is going to be running for him. Leg sweep onto Dragon Rider. Hex still trying to make a play. Spear Hand Strike. But the Shaman is going to be defended with that safety trigger for a little bit longer. Kenshi trying to see if he can roll away from Dragon Rider. Try to land inside that Hex. Dragon Rider is still in the bad position. He needs a really, really powerful Lightning Lasso to take down Kenshi. He needs to get him lower in health. And this is going to be able to maybe catch up to the guy. Ghost Wolf is up. Kenshi is going to get himself even more health to work with. Karma to follow. So Dragon Rider is just in a point where he just can't even do anything. He has the Elemental up and running. He could get the big setup. He just needs to survive this Karma a little bit. Does he get to go for a big setup? Lightning Lasso into Kenshi. No! He has so more health. He has way too much health. Dragon Rider ended up karmaing himself throughout all of that. And Kenshi has to go versus Vex stuck next. 9 minutes in, boys. 24% dampening. And Kenshi's going to try to see if he can bail away from the dude. He got nothing, dude. He got nothing. Hodge, shortest Hodge ever, though. He did get hit with the Lightning Lasso early. Vex probably should have waited a little bit longer. The leg sweep trick inside of it. He wants to kill this monk. And does he get to do it? He does. Next up is going to be Nando. Up next is BM. Ooh. You know what? He's giving him that auto duel, but you know what? Wings. Tick-tock. Tick-tock. Vex-stick. Your wings are running out. Your wings are running out. He was too honorable, man. Too honorable of a paladin. Way too honorable. He walked up. Tick-tock. Your wings are done. So Nando's going to have himself even a better setup. He's actually going to bail out of there. I think he wants to draw Vex-stick out in the open. There was no line of sight. For Nando, his setup for his pets and the damage he outputs, it takes a little bit too long for him to get the ram going. Because you got to beef up the pets. You got to keep an enemy out in the open where the pets are doing the damage. He doesn't go for the bursty playstyle with the Basilisk and all of that. So for Vex-stick to have any line of sight will only not help Nando. It'll just do the opposite. Setting the pets, they are in a prowl, they are starting to walk up. And again, behind the pillar immediately. Not exactly where Nando wanted, but Vex-stick is a paladin, he might want to stay in there. Sees that he's next to a pillar, Might fall back on the pillar. Oh, that's gonna be a faint death by Nando. And Vexik still pressed execution sentence, and it ended up hitting a pet. That or a Hammer of Justice. Either way, whatever ability it was, he threw away into the pet. With Nando going for a faint death. Stun onto Vexik, can't do anything about it. Nando's trying to see if he can burst through the Shield of Vengeance. That is going to be Dire Basilisk on the other side. If Vexik does go behind the pillar, there's a Basilisk over there. The fat bastard is walking his way slowly to Vexik. He's going to get hit with an interrupt. Vexik just cannot catch up to Nando. No hand of freedom. He's actually just out in the open. Crows are up. The fat bastard is still crawling his way over to Vexik. He can't do it. Vexik's trying to do whatever he can to survive. There's going to be a bubble with it regenerating immediately. That Dire Bass is still crawling slowly but surely. Nando set him up that far apart on purpose because the Dire Bastos will spawn where the person is at, not where Nando is. And the Bastos will spawn near that pillar if Vexik did go behind the tombstone to get himself some healing or some sort of reset. So that thing would be there harassing him. Mali onto Nando. He's going to have to go for a self-heal in order to deal with the Mali. Actually goes for a Turtle Shell as Vexik comes in with wings. That's going to be Turtle Shell down, interrupting Vexik. Trying to see if he can score the kill before Vexik get himself another set of wings. Nando popping Survival of the Fittest with a heal. Trinket for Vexik out of the pet stun with a Hand of Freedom. Hopefully that'll give him a little bit of mobility. He does run at full speed, but Nando is simply just running faster than him. Flash lies behind the pillar. Nando is trying to find an angle, but he's still trying to maintain the range that he has on Vexik, trying to kite him around as best as possible, using a Crucible defensively to get himself a bit of a heal in case Vexik does get to close the gap, and Vexik is able to do it. Shield of Vengeance is going to be a treason trap. Did not get to use that Shield of Vengeance defensively or offensively. And Nando is going to go for a camo. Alright, Nando, hopefully you have a chance here, my guy. Because so far, Nando just needs himself more line of sight onto Vexik in order to be able to take him down. There's got to be a better build for Beastmaster Hunters, though, right? This has to be a better build. Just more damage. Because it's a very heavy sustain build. And it's good. Like, it does damage. And you can kite. And you don't have utility with traps and heals. Trying to see if he can walk Vexik into another trap. He has a trap set up way over there, but so far nothing. Deciding to kite him in that direction. Nando's just continuing to get all the setup, and that's going to be Bestial Wrath. But that Bestial Wrath is going to be met with a stun into a Blessing of Protection, dispelled immediately into a Freezing Trap on the Vexik. He is going to go behind the pillar. This is where Nando can get the Basilisk. He actually does get the Basilisk, so that's exactly what he was looking for. The Basilisk over there attacking Vexik, so that's going to do the damage that Nando cannot. Vexik needs to either run at the Basilisk or run at Nando or reposition. And decide to go at Nando. Wings are up and running. I think this is going to be his last ditch effort. Might have Shield of Vengeance coming up in just 12 seconds. Safe to Chicken Procket right now. Nando could actually use the Pet Dispel for it as well. Vexik does get himself a little bit of line of sight with Crows attacking him. The Pet's attacking him 13 minutes in. 50% dampening rolling in just a moment. Shield of Vengeance up. That's going to be his last batch of defense. Trying to see if he can run around the traps that Nando has set. That's why he is running circles around the guy. Nando, though, just has so little damage when it comes to sustain or burst. It's just so little pressure that it takes him such a long while to get the damage really going. Malio onto Nando could be reversed by Vexik. Oh my god! Reversed it and twisted as soon as Nando's down, taking the advantage here. Taking down the Paladin and not going to let him have a run. And Trevor's going to be the last man standing on Team Red. That's allowed with Twisted Deed. As soon as Nando's dead, that's it. The gloves are off. You're more than welcome to play. And if you want to get advantage of somebody, you can. If you want to be a nice guy and get a bit of an honor duel, you're more than welcome to do so. Nando, my man! Your pets are doing so much damage, but it's just so much damage over such a long time. And it's just such a long time. It's too long. And Vexik just got himself enough cooldowns. He went for it at the end. Nice Tempest Verdict at the end. With the dampening being so high up with a Mallet just stopped all healing. And Trevor not looking that good from the opener by Twisted. Crucible and everything. And Twisted had already Incarn rolling. Trevor is going to go for Verify Spam while behind the pillar. And is going to Dragon Kick right at Twisted. Twisted needs to make a play right now while Incarn is up and running. Touch of Death is going to come in. Just summon Trevor. Won't be able to Fist of Fury for a little bit, so won't be able to do a majority of his damage. There's going to be another Star Surge by Twisted. Does it still hold on to Thorns? And Trevor is going to get a Karma rolling onto Twisted. Twisted needs to find a way away from the guy. Stage and Chicken Procket for the balance to it, but can he do anything? Trying to go for a Crucible self-heal right now. Needs to get some sort of a setup onto Trevor. Trevor still holding on to a Trinket, redotting him. And Twisted might want to go for regrowth. Trevor is getting back in there with Dragon Kick. Thorns are up. Fist of Fury to follow. Does he have any health left though? In cap onto Twisted. He doesn't have any health at all. Oh my goodness. Hopefully the regrowths are going to be enough for him. Does get hit with a ring to boop him out, but he does catch a restealth. Trevor is going to go for full heals. Twisted needs to get himself some huge damage from distance. Is going to go for regenerating. And Trevor wants to stop that regenerating short. Did get himself quite a bit of heals though. Disarm until Trevor won't be able to get a Fist of Fury up and running. And Twisted still just trying to maintain the dot. Star Surge is coming out. Leg sweep. No trick at available. Barskin is all he's got. Is that going to be enough? That Barskin for that Fist of Fury? Maybe. Bash onto Trevor. He does trick it out. Whirling Dragon Punch. And he's still alive. And that's going to be Ice Cream left. It's got what? That was the weirdest grip ever. Just gripped in front of him, I guess. And that's going to be Trevor still on that broom. The Witch's Broom getting interrupted on a heal. Doesn't have any defenses at all. He does have some. Ice Cream just trying to see if he can just one-shot him with a big Dragon Strike up from the air. Big old Frost Dragon flying by. And Trevor is going to go for a Crucible while in this side of the pillar, waiting for that Karma. Ring down. Could be Death Advance, no? Ice Cream doesn't want to Death Advance. He's going to get himself Runic Power Weapon going. Karma coming out. He's going to either have to go damage than Karma. Or what? Trevor's not going to get healed by the Karma, by the way. No heals from the Karma. And Trevor might just have to pop even more defenses. That's just dealing with even more frost damage by Ice Cream. But Ice Cream playing that full Frost Breath build won't be able to go for any death strikes at all. Not that it matters. At 69% dampening. Stun onto Trevor. Ice Cream needs to do just a little bit more damage to get Trevor down. But barely at health left with IBF. That's going to short stun on Trevor. Couldn't shorten around somehow. Barely at health. Wait a second. Wait. Did that death they come back? Ice Cream did get the kill in the end. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? How? That little remorseless winner at the end. He's got himself probably the biggest death strike with the highest dampening ever. He's got himself like this much health back. Just this much. That's all it took. God damn. I forgot to mail. Forgot to melee? What, did you just not auto attack him or something? Hello? Oh my god, dude. I don't know if you used dampen magic there or not. Jesus, guy. That was intense. Alrighty, boys. That was intense. Alright, let's get another group going. If you guys trying to join some groups, Chill Pills got a group right now on Alliance, and we got probably some groups on a Horde as well. To get into groups, go to Player vs. Player, Prima Group, Custom PvP, find a group, top 5. Enter to find a group that's up and running. You'll see Dalaran 5V5 1v1 Duels. Right now, Chill Pills has a group on Alliance. We also can get a group on Horde. If you guys don't see a group, you're more than welcome to make one your own. Go to Custom, start a group, call it something like 5V5 1v1 Duels Dalaran, and list group. Although I'm going to delist mine to make sure any of you guys that are trying to join Chill Pills. We have same group. Try to see if you can get some variety. I do want to give the Shaman though. Who had the Shaman? Was it Nanda's team? Was it the Boris's team maybe? Boris I think had Lucron. I want to give Lucron a chance. Is Elandilia have a group? Does Strider does he have a group? Seabark, do you have a group? Is it just Nanda and Boris at this point? And Chill? The Monk versus Peachy? Ooh. Trevor versus Peachy? I'm so bad. Lucron, don't worry about it, my guy. You had to go up against a Monk, my man. A Monk, that's hard. On a map with no line of sight. Honestly, don't worry about it, my guy. Don't worry about it. You said yourself like you were busy doing something else. They haven't played in a bit. So yeah. Like, Lucron. When one hasn't played his Warlock in a while, even I can beat him. And I'm pretty fucking bad at Rogue. And we had a 1v1 duel when I participated for a few. And I barely won, but I only resetting all day and healing. Resetting and healing. Concoction spamming all day. Like a bitch move, 100%. Love your mustache? Yo, what's up, SH? How you doing, my man? Time to play with my DH. You wanna? Go for it, guy, if you wanna do it. 5V5 ready with the HD people. We got 5. Alright, let's get Ellen Dilly. Let's get Nando in here. Lucron said mouse bug. Ah, that's unlucky, man. Hate when shit like that happens. Next expansion, I'll be happy. Even if it doesn't have any good content, just no bugs. If next expansion WoW has no bugs, I'll be happy along with that. I can't sleep since that duel. It's okay, Pichu. We'll get you back in there, man. Alrighty. Mouse button is dying too. I'm sorry. It's time to my pet attack and Dren Stalkers. No! Oh no. Oh no. It's like one of the Naga binds, isn't it? I'll join next Saturday. Alright, wow, sounds good, my guy. Is Outlaw good at Mythic Plus? Insane. Outlaw is insane in Mythic Plus. Alright, we got Dalaran Sewers, boys. Outlaw is, yeah, if you haven't seen Outlaw, it's insane for Mythic Plus. Crazy AoE. Cleave is insane. Is that Feed FR, and now it's Feed God X? Is that the same guy? Feed, if that is you, dude, just don't attack if somebody runs over to emote at you. Just be cool. It's a WoW mouse, not a production anymore. I don't like the Naga with all the buttons condensed on one side. Oh, okay, okay. That's unlucky. Yeah, maybe they have something close enough to that WoW mouse, like in terms of the layout. I love Outlaw. People say the Assassin's better than Mythic. Raids or Mythic Plus? No, no, no. Outlaw is the way to go for Mythic Plus. Whoever told you Assassin's better than Mythic Plus have not seen Outlaw with Blood of the Enemy. Yeah, and if you talk about Mythic rating, they're too close. I play an Outlaw the whole time. Everybody's like, you gotta play Assassination for a Jari if you want to get him on a Mythic. I played Outlaw just fine. More damage than your basic ass Assassination motherfucker is gonna do. Basic ass. I sound like God. I sound like an old man, dude. I'm complaining like an old man. Nah, dude, my man. Pick whatever spec you like and just min-max it. Play whatever you like. That's all that matters, honestly. Play whatever you like. That's all that matters. We got Axe Banehood back. No, don't do each other yet. I'm got ready. Okay, I'm ready now. Switch. We got Axe in here, boys. Axe Banehood coming as a fury. We got ourselves Feed God X in the back. We also got Kite a lot. We got ourselves KMW Druid. And we got Maichi. How's it going, Maichi? Been a while. We got Haldos on the Team Blue. Peachy. Oh, Team Red, I guess. Rose, XO, Eiffel. And they're missing a guy. They're missing one. And Axe Banehood is being super kind about it. He's like, yo, where's your fifth? Yo, you guys about to start playing. Whoever's your fifth, have him go last or something. All I can do. Rose XO is going to be first up on Team Red. Hopefully the fifth on Team Red does join in. Warcraft coming out for Axe Banehood a little bit early. Finally, we've seen some Fury Warrior gameplay. We did have the Warrior on EU play, right? The Monstrous Warrior on EU. Big damage out of Rose right now, actually. As I'm talking about EU Warrior, he got to play a little bit, carry. But he didn't get to play too much. He got the worst picks though. Got like Gladiator, Warlock or something, Destro. Axe Banehood though, not looking all that healthy. Out of defenses completely. Underrod Trinket is the only thing so far that's been keeping him afloat. Hodge Bar Rose, and is going to be able to get a full set of wings. I think Axe didn't stand a chance though. Fear onto Rose for a second. Does he get himself a heal? No! Poor guy. Poor guy, Axe. Sorry, my dude. I wasn't focusing on that deal that much. I was trying to tell you guys a story. But you haven't seen that many Fury Warriors recently. I think recently this has been Pharaohs. Yeah, I think this has been a lot of Pharaohs. Kite a lot is going to do exactly what his name says. He's going to kite quite a bit. Just a little. No Hand of Freedom that can be stolen by Rose. He does play the Honor talent where the Hand of Freedom cannot be stolen. Otherwise, Kite a lot would have taken it. Hodge onto Kite. He tricked us out of it to get a polymorph onto Rose. Trying to take whatever buffs he can from Rose as well. I like it when you're a turtle with a weapon. You just hold the weapon like in your, I guess in your little flipper or in your mouth. Either way, it looks like it's in your mouth, kind of. I think that Blizzard should totally do that. Like if you have a weapon, you just hold it like a dog holding the bone or something. Kind of a lot. Gonna get himself quite a bit of healing with a temporal, and Rose is gonna back up. As Catalog got a full Maledic on him. Blink by the Mage, trying to close the gap with the Paladin, but he's going to play around the pillar as safely as possible. Wait up until his health is back up and running. Is going to get a mount up. And continue to flashlight himself as much as he can. Catalog, try to see if he can get an angle. Will not be able to, unless he wants to blink back. Might be able to double back and blink back at Rose, but looks like Rose is going to be approaching first. Hodge coming down. Is going to get a second of wings rolling. Actually, that is a mid-long wings coming out. Hand of Freedom to follow. As Catalog did ice block the damage by the Paladin. Trying to see if he can land a poly. Not going to get it, so he's just going to get a shield up and running. Needs to recover in health immediately ASAP. 3 minutes in, and Roach is going to get a mount up. Catalog not really looking all that good. Down an ice block. That's huge. Invis coming up soon. Invis for Arcane Mage is tied with a great defensive for them. It's like 60% damage reduction for like 3 seconds. If you time it right, it can be quite good for mages that are pretty squishy. Temporal coming out for Kite a lot. Wait, did you steal that Underrod Trinket? He just stole the Underrod Trinket effect from Rose. That could be huge. If Rose is getting a lot of Underrod procs, but with a Hodge, it's not going to work out. No Ice Block available. Same Trinket is the only thing. It's keeping him alive right now. Rose, if you had wings, that might have been the end right now without a safety Trinket. And I think Kite is going to have to steal that Underrod buff every single time. That's about all he's got, unless he can go for a little bit of mage food. Might be an opportunity for him to go invis. He's going to get an Arcane Blast at Rose. Does not have a lot of health. Literally a Judgment or two would be able to take him out. He's going to catch an invis for just a quick second, but not in a good position. He can never get in a good enough position where he can get an early slow onto Rose. He just got himself a little bit of line of sight. Shield is up, but that Judgment is just shredding through it. He's going to try to see if he can get more blinks, more slows onto Rose. He should be able to kite a Paladin quite well, being an Arcane Mage. That's going to be another Judgment. Is going to be the end of you, my guy. Oh, my goodness. Down it goes with Maichi. Up next, onto Rose X. Oh, going to be instant trinket for Rose getting out of that stun. And Maichi is going to pop Blur, pop Metamorphosis. Oh, no, that's going to probably be Demonic. Metamorphosis is yet to come. With wings coming out for Rose XO, Maichi is going to bail out of there for a second. Imprisoned onto Rose, trying to wait out those wings as best possible. Is going to fly up in the air, and Rose could go for a bit of healing. Does not get the line of sight there that he wanted. Might be able to get the line of sight at the very end, but it's going to take every one of those fell lances to the face. It's going to be Metamorphosis coming out for Maichi. Does have Darkness if they need to use it. Might want to line up Darkness with a Hammer of Justice. Does use Darkness a little bit early, but walking out of it, Rose is going to be able to kite him out. And it's going to back up, head over to the Darkness in case the Paladin is going to come on. Double Crucible to get himself a little bit of a self-heal rolling. And Paladin is going to be down on wings for just a little bit. So that's going to be perfect retreat for Maichi. Get him back in it with a bit of a blur after backing up with eventual retreat. Metamorphosis is down, so that's his big cooldown. Not available anymore. Needs to get the I-beams rolling as often as possible and get a self-heal during the I-beam if he wants to stand a chance here. Stun short onto Rose while he is slowed down. Second set of wings coming out for Rose with a minute long wings. And Maichi just cannot get up at all. Cannot double jump up here at all. Finally he's able to get up. That's going to be Metamorphosis down. No Crucible for a self-heal during meta. This is where Demon Hunters need to be going for a Crucible or any kind of self-heals during Metamorphosis, because Metamorphosis allows you extra leech, so extra value on healing. So you should be trying to save that as best you can for meta. As best you can. Just trust me, it'll be more value for you. Maichi is just going to try to use mobility to stay ahead of Rose for a little bit. That is going to be Metamorphosis up right now. Hodge, though, could be wings for Rose right here. It's not going to be wings. Might be still enough damage to take out the Demon Hunter, and he does have it. Next up is going to be Feed God X, getting a full Fist of Fury onto Rose in the opener. Hand of Freedom to follow. And Rose just wants to kite Feed God for just a little bit. Rolls a little bit past him with a Tiger's Lust to slow him after that Tiger's Lust into Alexia. Then a touchdown is going to definitely force a bopper or bubble out of Rose XO here. Could be a Shield of Vengeance towards the end. Is going to go for a Blessing of Protection instead. I would have maybe went for a Shield of Vengeance, but that's going to be a boopity bop Ring of Peace by Feed God X. 6 minutes and 11% dampening right now. Feed God needs to take out the Paladin because there's still plenty of people on Team Red. Even though it's only 4 people, still plenty of people to get through. Hodge to Feed God X, he does shrink it out of it. Still trying to stay on Rose XO as best as he can with the Whirling Dragon Punch to follow. Vivifies are coming out. And Rose needs to set himself up another set of wings. Underrot Trinket is going to do huge amounts of healing for the guy. That's going to be a port. Feed God X, try to see if he can juke away from the Paladin, try to avoid Shield of Vengeance. Without a Trinket, Feed God might be in a bad spot. Figuring out when to Karma or when to pop your defenses is going to be crucial, because he's going to have to preempt that that Hammer of Justice from the Paladin. Shield of Vengeance is down for the Paladin, won't be able to use it offensively. Fist of Fury not really hitting Rose XO like he wanted to. Hammer of Justice coming out. Is that going to be full wings? Feed God. Hopefully he has a safe trigger or something to work off this. That's going to be Karma, but that's going to be immediate bubble out of Rose, and does hit him with a Judgment at the end without that Karma to protect him. That Judgment just hit way too hard. Feed God still held. Wall, he still had Dampener. He thought he had everything. And KMW Druid, the Feral Druid himself, is going to have a hard time versus Rose. He still has plenty of health. Dampen is not high enough to where he's actually in the bad spot at all. Try to see if he can stay on the Druid as best as possible. Hodge coming down. Does drop down an Elemental, though. Is that a good idea? Is that the best choice? Elemental? I mean, that might be good in Arena, but in a duel, like, he's just kiting the Elemental. And KWM is not even attacking. He's not even trying to get aggressive with Rose. Rose actually looks like trying to avoid the Elemental more than anything. Look, the Elemental is there. He's trying to catch up to the Feral. Wings are up. Wants to get the damage happening. KWM also has cooldowns rolling as well. But Rose is making sure to avoid the Elemental if possible. Bash comes in, the Ellie is down, does not get the value of that damage, and Rose might be able to get another set of wings for this. Bleeds are up, so he's going to get a Shield of Vengeance rolling. Might be able to get that Shield of Vengeance to line up on top of KWM. Zendalari Druid. KW might have to look for himself a reset with a Zendalari Racial. Is that going to be wings for Rose? It is not. Shield of Vengeance might pop. It does pop. Huge damage in KWM. Safety Chicken is getting ticked right now. 24% dampener, though, making that shield very, very ineffective. Trying to land a Cyclone as a last-ditch effort. Rebuke comes in, and I think KWM does not have a chance. Yep, and down he goes. On Lucky. What was your 5th? Paladin. Rose. Ellen Dilly. What is your 5th, my guy? Alright, well, we got a group, boys. We got plenty. We got at least time for one more, maybe? It is 7, but I'm down to do at least one more. Let's get at least one of my boys, yeah? Anybody also doing 1v1s? Anybody also want to do some 1v1s, by the way? Sorry for the cough. Finally a good pally? Dude. We got 5. Alright, Night King sounds good. It wants to duel Night King's group, man. I want to see this Frost, bro, dude. He dipped because he got carried to Glad. He dipped because I said he got carried to Glad. He is still in the group raffle. Who got carried to Glad? This pally is actually insane. Do you know how many videos I have of Ellen Dilly? The thing is, Ellen Dilly always changes his goddamn character's name, so it looks like a new paladin. It is the same guy, though. It is the same guy, though. But for some reason, he can't help but trash talk his own teammates, dude. The Glad Death in my group. We never get to see him. Never get to see this Glad DK. The Pally versus Peachy Dell. That Pally versus Peachy. Okay, we can try it. So Chill Pills got a group. Who got a group, boys? Who else wants to duel? Who wants to join in? His name is just complete trash. Ah. Talk about trash talking. Rip down with TB tag down on hashtag 1340. Paladin insane. What's up, blue side of my man? Battle Zone Dalaran. I'll 1v1 on your one. I used to play on Dalaran. Who the hell is Battle Zone? Is that an alliance? Hold on. Who's Battle Zone on Dalaran? That must be alliance. Battle Zone. His name is Battle Zone. Battle Zone on Dalaran. Yeah, wait, hold on. That's the guy who just trash talked. He trash talked his own teammate. He was like, "You suck. Hey, you suck. You got carried to Gladiator." Wait, that guy doesn't really have that good of an item level. Does he not play that much anymore? Was he Glad at one point? Arcanine Reaper. That's a cool weapon. Frost with two-hander. That would have been beautiful. Did he actually get carried, or did this guy just take a break? Because a lot of people are like that, man. Maybe they got a Gladiator in a season or two before, and then people take a break and then take the game way too chill, which is perfectly fine. You know what I mean? Is he actually Glad? I'm interested. I don't want to be like, okay, I'm not gonna flame him. I don't want to feel like I'm flaming him on the stream. I just want to see if he is or isn't. All right, who got a group? We got Chill Pills on Alliance. Who's got another group of 5? This got Glad in 2019. It's like January 16th, 2019. Was that like season what? Wait, can't you see stuff like that, like achievements? Legacy, feats of strength. Yeah, 1v1, like a feats of strength for a season. Season 2. A lot of people played season 2. And season 1. This got Gladiator for at least 2 seasons. We're not going to talk about the discrepancy of him not having even a rival in some of the other seasons of other expansion. That was bad though. So I wish I could join, but my gear is garbo. On most 120s I play on Moonguard. Very tough to find good people there. Well, that's why on LFG you can find people with any server. I'm pretty sure Moonguard got a couple good players here and there. Tyler, how you doing, Mike? I hope you're having a good one, my man. Best sound respect for Arena. Probably survival right now. Yo, my guilty is on Chill Pill's team. Can y'all ninja me into the other team and make him fight him right away? Lol. If you can do it. Alemma, you're on his head now. What the fuck does that mean? You're on his head. You're on his head. What does that mean? How are you gonna flame the man like that? He's only 1700 CR. You're the one who's saying that. What the fuck? How am I the bad guy? You said we got 5. No lead though. Who's lead? Is lead Night King? Is lead Chill Pills? Player is lead Chill Pills, my man. Is lead chill? Is Pills chill? Is Chill's pill lead? God damn it! I can't even talk. What add easy for uniframes? For the bars that I have here, that's just easy frames. Literally called easy. I think no space. I think it's no space. Easy frames. Yeah, easy frame, no space. Rose XO. No, I'm Trevor. Okay. But who's leader of your team though? Oops, wrong invite. Okay. I guess there it is. Chopa's lead. Wait, so isn't Night King Alliance? Pretty sure he's Alliance. Is it not? Whoever's lead on Trevor's team, just pass the lead to Trevor and we'll queue Night King and Trevor real quick. Feed got X. Tell Feed to pass the lead to you, my guy. Because I have you on Real ID. I'm Ali? Yeah, because I have you on Real ID. I don't have that guy on Real ID. I'm not Rose, the other group leader's Rose. What? Yeah, I'm so confused. Rose? Why are you inviting me? Okay, I don't think you meant to invite me. I'm just gonna hit no for a quick second. I don't know what's going on. Player and Night King 5. Here we go. Rose AFK. It's okay. Wait, no, that would be this guy. Why does he keep inviting you? What the hell is this game? Again? Okay, hold on. It's gonna bug out, boys. It's gonna bug out, but we're gonna keep queuing until it finally works, okay? So player and Night... Okay. Didn't have to take long. And it's Silverrun Arena! It always starts, and every time we do these random duels, they always start... Almost always now, start in Blade's Edge. And always all of them end in Silverrun. Have you guys noticed that? Almost all the time they end in Silverrun. That's almost always our last game for the day. Oh... Are you NA or EU? I live in NA, but I do EU and NA games. I live in NA though. Live in the Goal America, boys. Let's go. I was the but I was appearing in my group. It's all good. That's fine. Alrighty, boys. That's probably gonna be the last one for the evening. Maybe. Maybe. Did I save the last one? I think I did. Pretty sure I did. Okay, we'll be okay. But then I will wait to get back the footage, the audio. Alright, switch. What do we got? We got ourselves Team Red. We got ourselves Chill Pills. Doing a little bit of a dance. We also got Easiness. We got ourselves Gladiator. Kazoo and Nike. Nike? We also got Feed God X getting hit with the disarm. By the Fury War in the opener. We got on this team, we got Kite a lot. We got ourselves KWM. We got Trevor and we got Axe Banehof. Feed God X is going to be going up first. It's going to make it hard for the rest of the team all red by popping in early as a Gladiator among us. Touchy that's coming in onto Easiness a little bit early as he goes for a bit of a Blaze Storm. Mr. Fury coming out is going to get a Strongbow. Trinket for Feed God into a stun onto Easiness. He's going to go for a bit of a heal. Charge onto Feed God around the corner. And it's going to be a leap to follow. That's going to be a ring to pull him back a little bit. Maybe a fear to stop him from healing. It is. Easiness might have... Oh, poor for Feed God X. As soon as he gets out of that fear... That's what they can kind of whip like that. Gonna be an interrupt on the Feed God as his heal. Fist Furies are up. And that's gonna be a elemental. I think slapping Easiness around. Is that what it is? Yeah, it's gonna be elemental. Karma. Easiness does not have a good way to deal with this right now. Stormbolt onto Feed God X could go for a charge heal, Bloodthirst. That's about all he can really do. Try to see if he can survive through the monk. But that Karma, he ended up doing a little bit too much damage into himself, into that Karma, and made it that much harder. Chill Pills is up next. I was gonna say for a second, like, why is his camera shaking so much when he's on this mount? Is he running side to side? Oh my god, if you imagine riding that mount IRL, I would get whiplash. That's gonna be Chill Pills. Try to see if he can get himself a little bit of a Pillar of Frost rolling with some empowered room weapons. But Feed God is gonna run away from the burst completely. Can Chill Pills find the angle? He does find the angle. Just to get a slow into Feed God immediately. And Feed is just looking to get away from the death net ASAP. All the death net could really do is try to maintain his damage and try to keep a chain of ice. Quite a good slow too. 70% slow is quite big. And Feed God is looking to go for the Fist of Fury. And Chill is just going to walk out of that Fist of Fury. Feed God stopping the Fist of Fury immediately. Transfusion coming in for Chill Pills. Going to be able to survive. Feed God rotating wall as well as dampen harm together. That's quite a big cooldown to put together. I guess last time he forgot to use them against the Paladin. So this time he's like, you got to make sure I at least use it. At least it gotta be using both. I don't get one. And Feed God actually might go down right here. Oh my god, he got super low. Remorse is when coming back in for Chill Pills. He rolls into a wall. And Chill Pills does take him out with a disarm from Axe Banehof to follow. Try to see if we can get a slow on the guy. Stormbolt breaks out of it immediately. I think human racial. Let's just try to see if we can kite Axe Banehood for a little bit longer. Chain of Ice, slowing him down, root him in place, War Stomp for a second. Chill Pills breaks out pretty quick. Axe Banehood does have the Underwatch Trinket. It's going to be quite huge for him. Axe needs to get super hyper offensive with Chill Pills. He just needs to be pounding him with damage, Bloodthirst and cooldown every single time you can get a charge, heals whenever you can. But Chill Pills is not going to let him get away. They're just gonna stay on top of the guy. Axe is trying to swing his mace. It's so hard. It's so fast as best as it can. God, I do like the look of those maces from Uldir. Uldir, right? Uldir. Weird raid for Buffet, honestly. Weirdest raid ever. I don't think that raid is gonna end up being memorable, to be honest. Eternal Pass is another story, but that raid, ugh. It's going to be Rage Regeneration for Axe Banehood. Bills is going to go for quite even more damage right now. Remorseless Winter coming out. Trying to see if he can catch up to Axe Banehood, but he is slowed back. And is actually going to be able to catch up to him. Continuing the pressure. Axe, every time he Bloodthirst, does clean out any kind of slows, but his health is not doing that good. No more in Rage Regeneration left, so he's not going to have an easier time with this. Does snag himself a Commanding Shout, but needs to watch out for his health because Commanding Shout eventually wears out. So even while you're looking like you have enough health, you're just going to lose it. Stun onto Banehood. That Commanding Shot wears out. Barely any health left. And Chill does take him out. 4 minutes in. No dampening yet. So he's going to be doing just fine with all that healing. Trevor getting gripped in ASAP. Try to go for Fist of Fury. Is going to get kited. He's going to have a little bit of a rematch with Pills. Getting hit with a disarm. And Trevor got himself some images. And Chill Pills again bailing out. Waiting for like Fist of Fury, Zol disarms, not letting the monk touch him. Get him back in as soon as he gets a chance. So it's a kind of a song and dance of back and forth and back and forth. Chill Pills needs to get himself a little bit of heals. Does have to burn a death back here in order to survive through a touch of death. Is going to have himself that death advance in order to get through the ring. Just walking right through it. Trevor is allowing himself with a little bit of line of sight, a little bit of mobility to get a couple of heals. Going to be Chill Pills, getting himself that Remorseless Winter rolling back again. Is going to get even more pressure rolling onto Trevor. Hopefully it'll be enough. Trevor is going to go for a bit of a dampened magic to reduce some of the damage Chill Pills is putting out, which might be a good idea. Lichborn coming out for Chill Pills. Might need to go for more death strikes. Getting hit with the disarm. Why is kind of low? It looks like Trevor actually has him on the ropes right now. Chill Pills barely has any health. Does go for a death strike 1. Maybe he can go for a death strike 2. Trying to build up runic power ASAP. Get himself runic power weapon rolling. And it's going to be transfusion on an incap though. Does get those death strikes rolling. Fist of Fury coming in, so he's got to bail away from him for just a second. Maybe a grip onto the monk. Staying on the guy is going to interrupt him on the cast and continue to get those death strikes back to back. Karma for Trevor, trying to maybe turn this around onto Chill Pills, not playing defensive, and Chill Pills is just going to kite him around. Go fight, stun on that, Trinket out of it, Whirling Dragon Punch to follow, did end up hitting the Karma a little bit, and Chill Pills got himself Ruin Power Weapon back up and running. Remorseless Winter is back in. Fist of Fury unable to reach him, just doesn't have the reach. And Chill Pills right on top of Trevor, gripping him back in, not letting him go anywhere. Dragon Kick available, and is going to have a port to finally get away from the Death Knight. And Trevor is probably going to get himself a lot of recovery here. He's going to mount up. Chill Pills got himself even more resources going. Ring of Peace is coming in a little bit early. Chill Pills have a grip for this, just to get Trevor around the corner. Disarm immediately. For Trevor, this is really just going to come down to the wire. That's really going to come down to just down to the wire. Chill Pills using those images to get himself quite a huge amount of healing throughout transfusion. Fist of Fury trying to parry out Chill Pills. He's still hitting those images whenever he can, trying to maintain as much health as possible. Trevor does have cooldowns coming up very, very soon. Could he die in a stun right here? Chill Pills is still in a very bad position. Might have to go for a death pact early here and try to just go super offensive on Trevor. He does gain all that health. Trevor needs to wait long enough for that Karma. 40 seconds left until that Karma is back up. He does have Dampened Magic coming in. Maybe might be able to get a little bit earlier. 20 seconds left on that Karma, actually. Fist of Fury to lock out Chill Pills for a little bit. Gonna just stay super offensive. Doesn't have to worry about the necrotic health. Touch of Death rolling in. Trevor, 23 seconds left on that Karma. Lichborn coming out. Does Trevor have enough right now? It looks like Chill Pills actually keeps extending the duration of cooldowns. I think he's running a talent where every time he applies Frost Fever, he gets a stack where he can actually extend the duration, how long a lot of these cooldowns are going to be. Trevor, Karma coming in so soon. 2 seconds, 1 second. Is he going to be able to do it right here? Karma's up and running. Fist of Fury flying for the guy. And Chill Pills is going to wait it out a little bit. More Chain of Ice and Trevor. He's trying to desperately get away. He's decided, you know what, since he's in melee, I might as well do some damage. Chill Pills still has damage rolling his own. Maybe Trevor should have bailed out while he had a time. No Trinket available. Chill Pills only got him ramp rolling. That's a lot of damage. Lots of frost damage rolling on the guy. Is going to get himself some more healing. Dragon kicking all the way to the other side of the pillar. And it's going to be mounted up. 15% dampening. Chill Pills is going to be doing just fine on heals. Trevor lagging a little bit because it looked like he poured it for a second. Mally onto Chill Pills. He does AMS, and so it does seem like AMS deals with a Maledict even better than before, because usually you had to pre-Maledict, pre-AMS Mally, but now you can hit with a Maledict, and before it refreshes, just AMS it. That's even easier. Chance Fusion for Chill Pills. Trevor does get a port, trying to get away on his Tiger's Lust. He does get gripped in. Dragon Kick is allowed, however, Chill Pills needs to get some damage in. Just a little bit damage, just a little bit more. He's just attacking the images while he's got it, just to gain all that strength buff to build it up. Lex Soup gets out of it with a Lichborn. That's gonna be more suspender, and Trevor does finally go down. Monks, with how much healing to have, gave Chill Pills honestly a run for the money. So that was a little bit rough. It looks like Chill Pills is running maybe Vision of Perfection. Now I'm looking at his gear and traits. It looks like he randomly gets Vision of Perfection Runic Power procs. So he's able to get Runic Power, Empowered Runic Weapon a lot often and faster, because he also has a reduced cooldown for it. It looks like, at least. Hard to tell. Kaitalot is going to be an Arcane Mage, even more mobility than a Monk. Not as much healing though. 8 minutes in, almost 9 minutes, 23% dampening. Chill Pills just trying to get the base damage open onto Kaitalot. Kite needs to get some distance. Does get interrupted on Arcane though, which is going to put him in a bad spot. Can't even move. AMS coming out for Chill Pills very early in case it was going to be a Frost Nova by Kaitalot. Forced to pop a defensive here and had to go into an Ice Block. Is finally going to get a Frost Nova, and Chill Pills with a stun to fall, and Chills can just continue stacking the damage on him from a distance. Is going to interrupt him on Arcane again. No mobility for Kaitalot. He's just down for. Should have not went for a polymorph that early, and KWM is the last man standing on Team Blue. His Chill Pill's going to have enough in him to fight a Joy. That's going to be a root immediately off of those bleeds. He's going to just go for a bleed strat. I think he's just going to go for everything he can win. 9 minutes and 10 minutes almost. That's going to be Lichborn immediately for Chill Pills in case he gets hit with a stun. Trying to stay on top of the Druid as best as possible. Is going to drop down Lichborn for a second, just to maintain mobility, whatever he's got with KWM. KWM, the Druid, is going to drop down Guardian of Azeroth, and Chip is actually going to interrupt the Guardian, gripping the Druid back in next to him. Stun on Druid, forcing out a trinket out of the guy. Why does it 3 minutes? I'm pretty sure it wasn't 3 minutes. Is going to be able to get a couple of heals off of the Guardian of Azeroth. That's all he's really got. He's going to have to heal the Guardian of Azeroth. KWM getting in back with Thorns, and Chilpus is going to have an AMS ready for it. Chill is actually back up with full health. Transfusion coming up. KWM needs to get the bleeds and find roots onto Chill Pills. That's going to shortest stun in the world. Needs to go for those roots. I don't think it's a good idea to stay in and fight this Death Knight out mana to mana. If he really wants to win, he has to go for the root play. That's going to be a grip before he can even get around the corner. And Chippas is on top of him with that Remorseless Winter. Hopefully that should be applying some sort of slow to KWM as Druid dropping super low, and down it goes. Chippas just doesn't care, dude. He's just going to sit right on top of you and just drop you down. At least this time he did a little bit more damage than healing, but oh my god. Oh, Jesus, dude. I'm rooting for Feed God. Oldie was good. Oldie was okay. I don't know, dude. I didn't like Gahun that much. Oldie was alright, but I feel like it wasn't that much. It wasn't as good as Battle for Desire Lore. I thought Battle was really cool with Jaina, and Eternal Palace is cool when it comes to raids. Brought that mobility. Jesus. All your Wicklings do is run around. I should add that as like a voice thing to Chibi, shouldn't I? Alrighty, boys. It is 7 p.m. Way past 7, actually. I normally stream for 2 hours a day, because outside of that I also do raids, guild stuff, Mythic Plus, PvP, and video editing, so, and food. But Eternal Palace is bad ammo? Really? I thought Eternal Palace was good, except for Ajara. That's every fight in Eternal Palace was fun and good, except for Ajara. That was just not a fun fight, just the way you had to do it. I just put a little so low. I threw it. It's all good, P-Blood. It's all good, my man. It's okay. Better luck next time, my guy. You're the Pharaoh, right? Yeah, you have to go for like some bleeds and root and just cheese it a little, I think. Because fighting with him, he wants to fight you out in the open. He wants to keep trucking damage into you. That's where Chill Pills just thrives in. That's what Frost Death Knights are about. You're just staying in there. Death Strikes are huge. Because he can always, as long as he has the ability to Death Strike after taking a good chunk of damage, if he's not disarmed or whatever, he's just going to gain a lot of health back. No, I'm Trevor, lol. Oh, never mind, never mind. Yeah. Red needs a buff? Said no one ever. Red doesn't need a buff, they're fine. Make sure they get out to Blizzard. Yeah. There's no way I'll let that out. Yeah, Reds are fine, Elendily. Reds don't need a buff. Have a good one, Dalaran. Thanks for streaming. All right, boys. Thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate all of you. You guys are fucking beautiful. Thanks for joining in. It's super fun. Again, if you guys want to get some duels done when it's not a Saturday or a Friday or Saturday, I'm perfectly cool with it. We just got to get enough people to start the groups, get 5 people in. Two groups of 5, and I'm fine having a duel stream on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Monday. Maybe we should do like a Sunday 1v1s. But last time I tried to do 1v1s, people were like, wait, 5 1v1s? I'm like, no, just 1v1s. I'm like, nah, I don't want to watch. 5v5s? 5v5s? No, 1v1, just 1v1s. I would just money him out, best out of 3. I'm like, nah, I don't want to see it. So maybe we'll maybe want to do 1v1s at a different time or something. I can work for Blizzard for a month and support didn't answer me. What'd you do? When are you gonna go to the outlaw rating arenas again? Well, my priest that I used to play with actually came back to the game, so I should be able to start playing. But I'm very limited on time, right? So let me show you my schedule right now. So right now, Saturday, it's a good day. Sunday, it's a good day. Monday, they're gonna bring him in the trash bin because I'm moving out of this place. So I'm gonna be gathering my trash from Monday. 30th is when we're moving all the furniture. We're hoping it will be 31st, but they can only do 30th. So that means I either take today or I guess not tonight really because it's like late. Maybe some stuff I can get together. But 27th Sunday, I basically have to do some stuff around the house to really pack things up. 28th. They bring in the trash, so start taking trash and packing. 29th, trash and packing, and hopefully be done by the end of the day. That's a Tuesday. That's a stream day. It's gonna be tough. 30th, Wednesday. They come in somewhere in the morning. All the furniture gotta go. So not only am I taking furniture out of here, my PC setup gotta come down and everything, but it also is getting brought into the new place and I gotta set it up. And there's all these little things that gotta take a couple trips back and forth. That's gonna be tough. Thursday, nothing is happening, but probably more moving back and forth and back and forth. This might be actually just a chill day. And then the first, there needs to be nothing in the goddamn place. Hire some cleaners, clean from head to toe everything, and just call it. Give it the keys. So the next week is gonna be rough for me. Maybe once I'm set up comfortable in the next new place, I might be able to really start diving into some games. Unless it's fine just doing like a session of like 30 minutes to some arenas just so I can get into the groove of things because it's been a bit. But yeah, the next week is going to be tough for me. Super tough. So I'm going to try to stream as much as I can. What is it? Tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday. I might have to take Wednesday off just to make sure Wednesday and Thursday are all like set up and just take the whole day just to work and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Still, that's not a reason. I guess it's not that reason. I don't know. I go to the dungeon with friends and stand while they do it for me because I got a new character. Still, that's not a reason. Doing a dungeon with friends and stand while they do it for me. I don't know if that'll be enough to ban you, honestly. Yeah, Chill Pill is an actual Frost DK god. Dude, is he Chillbane? Is that Chillbane? Because I'm pretty sure I had Chillbane, but that's another Frost DK, dude. I like it. I like it. Alrighty, boys. Ron, look at me up before we get DPS. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I don't have a lot of tunes on Alley, but a lot of Horde tunes. I had some Alley tunes, but I transferred to Horde so I can get some keys done, Night King. But I'll be down, dude. If I ever transfer the tunes back to Alliance, man, I'll hit you up for sure, my guy. Alrighty, boys. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Why? Look at the FPS. It's so low. It's like as the day goes on, the FPS gets so low and it's just so choppy. It looks so choppy. Speaking about choppy, gotta chop that up. It's getting long. Either way, thank you guys so much for coming by. I got a 6K duel, one of my DK, I'm used to it. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Is the new place nicer? Yeah, it is nicer. I was trying to go for the same ballpark of same price for rent. It's a little, just a little more. Not to the point where it's just like, wow, you really have to start allocating resources, but it's like, it's just a little more. But it is nice. No lawn care. Don't need to. No lawn at all. This is a neighborhood where they do that, all that, they just manage it. Don't have to manage the lawn ever. Super excited about not ever having to do that. So for like a little bit extra, not ever having to manage the lawn, ooh, I'm okay with that. But yeah, it's a nice place, and should be a lot more room, and should be really nice. Should be able to change where my piece is set up instead of a front of a window, which can be quite annoying sometimes. In a better setup where I don't have a window, so that's gonna be good. But it's gonna be a bitch to move everything, dude. But I'm trying to prepare myself mentally for it. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get myself in the right state. Just like I'm not ready though. Literally not ready. Alrighty, boys. Thank you so much for coming by. You guys are beautiful. I'll see all of you guys next stream. Alrighty, boys. Where's my mouse? There it is. Alrighty. Peace.
Trying to step back and see the view from above, 'cause I know that nothing lasts forever. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gotta move the ocean current till the winds flood what's been burning.